6-year-olds today, iPads and iPhones, me at 6, core memory unlocked. You just had to be there. I was there. Kids walk around dabbing. This was my generation's version of dabbing. You're searching for something. You find an old toy from your childhood instead. It brings back good nostalgic memories. Being happy versus fitting into society. This makes me want to buy that soap again. Sometimes I still want to hide in the middle of a clothing rack. You had to be there on a Friday night. Them. How long ago did your OCD issues begin? Me? When handheld gaming was hard. Some of you never got tricked into pulling one of these by your siblings, and it really shows. Why were these legal? I'm this old. I remember these. Anyone who can get the straw in the Capri Sun on the first try can make your death look like an accident. Bet you don't remember these from McDonald's. Bro, I can still smell them. Admit it. At least one time in your life, you seriously tried to move an object using the Force. I still try now. I can feel my sweaty legs peeling off of these bad boys. 5-year-old me doing the most regular mundane stuff. Me being nostalgic about it 15 years later. What we grew up with. What today's kid grew up with. Forgetting childhood trauma. Forgetting entire childhood. These useless scissors. They cut nothing. Ancient artifacts that'll confuse most millennials. These kids are in jail now. And they're all called Kyle. Who remembers when bubblegum came with comics? This abandoned Pizza Hut is being turned into a Pizza Hut. Nature is healing. The old games are amazing. The new games are not games anymore. When you Google the lyrics and realize you've been singing nonsense for years. I can smell this picture. 1980s. Don't sit too close to the TV. It'll ruin your eyes. 2024. In a win for the 1990s, Pizza Hut officially brought back the buffet. Slide was 1000 degrees. We still went for it. Who remembers slamming your butt on the ground when the other kid jumped off? When your 5th grade teacher busted out the scented markers? Who remembers wearing these? I could never use roller skates. I sucked at them. I would always fall over. When you hear a particular music and it reminds you of a specific event that happened in your life, here's what you could buy for just $1 on your way home in the 90s. I'm not from America, so I don't know how much this would cost now, but definitely not $1. Maybe $5? I don't know. Bring back purple consoles, you cowards. It's possible that your sleep paralysis demon is actually working for Monsters Inc. What you thought 10 years ago was what 10 years ago actually was. Early 2000s kids characters drawn as sparkly gangsters art was the darkest era on the internet. The earth is littered with the ruins of empires that believed they were eternal. Life before video games and cell phones. There were no rules. Everyone was just living by the day. If you're at a sleepover and your homie has toothpaste like this, call your mum and go home. When you're an 8-year-old at a funeral for someone you didn't even know, you always have to show respect at funerals. Eating salsa as a kid versus eating it now. Why is this the most accurate thing I've seen? 2000s aquarium core. The bottom left though. Transparent tech needs to make a comeback. Boomers yelling at millennials for toast. Millennials yelling at boomers for ruining the world. Gen Z snorts Tide Pod and yeets into traffic. Gen X silently judging everyone. Growing up, you didn't survive in the summer heat without these. Sometimes, when you're feeling nostalgic, society won't heal until we bring back colorful, transparent technology. My brain, do it. Why? My brain, just do it. Okay. Today's generation, Stanley Cups. My generation, cartoon cups. We've come full circle. Kids exploring ancient ruins. When I was a kid, this was my mobile phone. Who hid in these clothing racks in department stores as a kid when shopping with their parents? I'm old enough to remember when ice cream came in a box. Ice cream came in a box? iPhone better. No, Android better. Walkie-talkie. Correct. Over. Showing up to school after a doctor's appointment. The old reliable. Nostalgic games. 7-year-old me getting Skylanders for Christmas. My parents knowing damn well they spent $300+ on plastic figures, but are glad to see me happy. When you shuffle through your playlist, and out of a sudden comes the song that brings back all the good memories. ChatGPT. I would never use an AI. Akinator. At your service, my king. I have some bad news. They found Nemo. This was the best part about going to the movie theater. It still is. The food is the best part, but it's so expensive now. You a real one if you remember this game. And cut the rope. Unpopular opinion. As I get older, all of this looks disgusting. I think this is relatively popular. Yo, that dream was so good. My brain 2 seconds later. Bye bye. Enter password to log in. First try, second try, third try. 1980s. Let's go to the future. 2024. Let's go back to the 80s. These were the filters I grew up with. That one kitchen table everyone had growing up. Me, returning to an old dream from childhood to settle some unfinished stuff. 4-year-old me waiting to hand dad the wrench while learning all the no-no words when you're cutting paper and the scissors start gliding. Today's kids will never know how intense this scene was. Millennials kill again. The latest victim, American cheese. Candy corn, you're next. My childhood home is long since gone, but the pine tree sapling I got with my Happy Meal for Arbor Day in 1992 is still going strong. Okay, non-millennials, if you're so smart, which is the right button to download a movie? I would assume the one underneath the orange download button at the very bottom. Download or watch. Time traveler. Moves a chair. The timeline. Wait, are you insinuating that there's a time traveler? How did you know it was me? If you remember this, your childhood was awesome. Kids these days have iPads with Netflix, but when we were younger, this is what we had. It amazes me that a phone cord back in the day could stretch from one room to another, but you can't get a USB cord to last a week. Well, everything nowadays is made to break, so not made to last. Dream 2000's bedroom starter pack. Just one of the many reasons Hey, come on. Gen Z also used these. This is not just Gen X. There's a slander. I'm right in the back of the station wagon years old. I remember begging my dad to do this. He would let me. My childhood led me to believe that, as an adult, I would have to contend with truth serum, lava, quicksand, trapdoors, and secret passageways. So far, it's mostly been weight gain and existential dread. Need to be here this weekend. You are 12, it's snowing, and school is cancelled. Choose your ride. Number 3, always. Why did every advertiser in the 90s think the only way to sell to kids was with commercials that felt like bizarre fever dreams? Pick 3 favorites. 3, probably Screwball, that's it. What are you starting to dislike more as you get older? Anything a few decibels too loud? The glory years when the average child needed the physical ability and instincts of a Navy SEAL just to survive a regular day at the playground. Yeah, because if you fell, you would die. Maybe people wouldn't be upset about working from the office if it looked like this. Wait, that's kind of a good business idea, right? Just reworking the way offices look to make them more colorful and playful? No? I think that'd be a pretty good idea. Petition to get Nintendo Dogs as an app on the Apple Store. Remember when Google became Google, Instagram became Snapchat, YouTube, Spotify, and Vine became TikTok? Don't bother to buy 2019 calendar. Just use 1895 calendar. It's exactly the same dates. Oh great, thanks. Now all I have to do is find my 1895 calendar. The original cracking a cold one with the boys. When you're finally old enough for your family members to gossip around you. When grown folks' business is finally your business. I'm here. Just joking, I'm here. Fine, I'm here. If you ever feel dumb, just remember that Peppa Pig's family kept a fish tank on top of a television. Bart Simpson. Eat my shorts, parents in the 90s. This is the worst thing I've ever heard. I am this old. Lunch menu, I never had this. You're too young if you can't hear this photo. Wait, so did people in the 90s really have a drink called Surge that looked like this? This is some cartoon Nickelodeon movie stuff, dude. You just had to be there. I was there. I don't know what the bottom right is, but when a meme grows up, is this actually her? I hate this picture. You can't even see my Darth Vader light up sketches. Early 2000s vending machine options. If you could choose from this, what are you choosing? Probably lemonade. Every mid-2000s kid wanted to have a room like this. Remember when the FBI would threaten you at the beginning of every VHS tape? That was pretty cool. The 1973 Back to School collection. 6 Up. I want to try 6 Up. Logging onto the family computer. Of course, there's a guy named Bob, Jennifer, and Steve. The excitement of a book fair, even if all you got was a new pencil. Boomers. I care this much. Millennials, small peepee. Gen X, I am crushing your head. Scooby-Doo villains when everyone thinks they're a monster. Scooby-Doo villains after unmasking. In honor of World Book Day, can we appreciate how good these were? A memory I forgot even existed. I can't believe I lived through the full transition from VHS to DVD. Like, there are people alive who actually have never seen a VHS tape. I remember when we were trying to figure out how the hell they got a movie onto a CD. I was there, Gandalf. Maybe when I was really little, I remember watching Finding Nemo on, well, VHS tapes. So yeah, I did experience it, yes. Them. Don't be scared, it's just a kid's movie. The kid's movie. If you got beef with someone, these are the places you go to settle it. In Hercules, 1997, the cape attached to Hercules' armor is actually the shawl that is given to him by his adoptive mother. This was my expectation for society. Everyone is in harmony, just living. But no, everyone hates each other. I don't want to know your sign. I want to know the email address you came up with as a kid. I don't remember actually. Probably something like gaming gamer. I don't know. Someone think of a funny caption for this 2006 era joke. The feeling when the table is pushed in too close to the chair. I vacuum the bugs out of the air with my mouth. I distinctly remember mums picking up kids from school in a dust buster. 2024 appliances. Breaks within 2 years. 1980s refrigerator. I will outlive you and everyone you love. I am eternal. I am time itself. How decisions were made. Is this like Eeny Meeny Miny Mo? Or something else? Maybe I'm too young. Age check. Who knows what this is? This is a lesson for any overly curious child. And I am one of those victims. Millennial anti-theft device. The only acceptable way for a game of Monopoly to end. War. This picture smells like cigarettes. Man dresses up in costumes to embarrass wife on Zoom calls. Is that Waldo? We found Waldo. Current financial situation. Gold chocolate coin. Remember Littlefoot? This is him now. Feel old yet? Was cleaning out my closet and found this ancient treasure. Some say this ancient relic was once used as a projectile during fits of rage. Remember when clerks would carry groceries to car? No, I don't. I will not talk in class. I will not talk in... Yep, done this. Been there, done that. And that, my friends, was car seat safety in the 70s. 5-year-old me. I'm full and I can't eat anymore. Mum, want chips? 5-year-old me. Ooh, yes I do. Me. I'm hungry for an afternoon snack. My snack? What, you eat lipstick? Flavored lipstick? Rolling Stones concert at JFK Stadium in 1978. Something bands these days have never been able to duplicate. When mum brushed your hair with this, she also brushed your ears, forehead, neck, and brain. I finally found a car that fits my gas budget. I'm this McDonald's aesthetic years old. I don't think we had this in the UK because I don't reckon... Oh, maybe the top left, but anything else, no. Who remembers having to use this before GPS? I remember my granddad using this. He would refuse to use sat-nav. Never-ending story when I was a kid. This is the never-ending story as an adult. People who say millennials look stupid also went around thinking this was cool. Me, after looking at my own handwriting. Maybe I am a doctor. Dad, I can't swim. Not with that attitude. Dad, let's take a picture that will make mum angry in the 1970s. Kids' haircuts today versus haircuts when I was a kid. These cupboards. What we study in class versus what we see on the exam paper. 1306 is 716 years ago. Scan this QR code to get Gen X's. No. Going to bed in the 80s. No internet, no mobile phones. You guys listen to music going to sleep? Gen Z. Boomers. Gen Y. Gen X. As it turns out, they were prepping us for self-checkout the whole time. If you ever ran out of buns and had to do this, the best part of the song, the GPS voice, go away. If you've ever eaten ice cream from a box, Gen Z girls can dress like 1998 all they want, but they will never know the joy of your parents having literally no way to get a hold of you until you come home. Society, if MTV had just kept playing music. The official bowl of my childhood. You ever look at old pictures of yourself and think, damn, people really let me walk around like that? But then you look in the mirror and think, damn, it's happening again. Anyone remember the pain of opening up one of these to find nothing but a bunch of sewing kits? This is what they used at my school. Who else used to pull these for no reason? I don't even know what this is. Serious question. Does anything unite Americans more than reminiscing about peak Pizza Hut? All classes go online. The lunch ladies. What it looks like when a kid gets injured during recess and another kid walks him to the nurse. You can't hear images. Can't make the bubble noises. Me trying to perfectly place the stickers on my Lego set as a kid. And I always mess it up. It's like putting on a screen protector. Childhood days. Is it downloading? You just use your finger to check. Yes, it is. I also used the look away method. Finding your childhood song, wild childhood nostalgia appeared. I didn't really play the Pokemon games growing up. I was into the cards. Rewatching childhood cartoons. Me, a stressed 25-year-old. Popular actors and their childhood photos. Wait, The Rock was lava? Playing childhood games for entertainment. Playing childhood games in the desperate hope that you feel the same happiness you felt as a child. When you smell that nostalgic smell you liked as a kid, but you don't know where it is from. When Yellowbird was a triangle, not a banana. You might be old, but are you this old? I was terrified of Herobrine. I would gaslight myself into thinking he was there. Please look at this picture of Michelle Obama and Sporticus. Me, trying to comfort people. Don't be sad. Why not? I don't have a good answer. Raise your hand if you loved this game. I didn't think I ever played this game. Don't even know what this is. 4 shows that made our childhood awesome. Admit it, we all still do this. Yes, especially with Whatsits. Them. What did you put in my drink? Me. Winks and whispers. You'll see in a few minutes. The struggle of having to wait for these to finish rewinding. You know you're a 90s girl if you went through a butterfly clip phase. Optimus Prime still thinks he's slick. We have to go back in time and destroy AI at the source. I found a photo of me in high school. Remember the Kazoo kid? This is him now. Feel old yet? Stop fake news. This is him now, and he's successful as hell, as you can see. I'm old enough to remember when a wild night out meant skating around in circles while the DJ played music. You, second home from school. The TV. 30 years later, and 1995 is way better looking. How did we de-evolve? Didn't realize how Hugh Jackman has changed since his first appearance as Wolverine. He was jacked, man. Yeah, Squidward. Why are they old? The year is 1996. You work at an upstart company called Game Freak, and they ask you to name their mascot. What are you naming it? Thunderbolt. Or Thundercharge, something like that. Something with thunder. Patrick's rock turning out to be a sleeping sea turtle has to be the biggest plot twist in TV history. When I was a kid, I used to bring Mario over to this spot and pretend he lived here. This is what playing video games as a kid is really like. Why did Little Bear's parent wear clothes, but they had him running around butt naked? Your opinion about living with your parents. Living in your parents' house is free because you pay with your soul. Kids today will never know the struggle of having to hit a button 3 times just to get 1 letter. Thank God. I never want to experience that. Life imitates art. Toy Story 5 and Shrek 5 are both set to release in summer 2026. This is my Barbenheimer. We need a plus-size princess. We've already got one. Just because Disney didn't do it doesn't mean it hasn't been done. What's a random cartoon character you always felt unreasonably bad for as a kid? I'll go first. The real forgotten hero of our childhood. Life's tough after Toy Story. The 90s/2000s Pokemon era was unmatched. Listening to Linkin Park as a kid, listening to Linkin Park as an adult, 16 years of difference. Peter Parker will never escape New York City Transit. Hey, that place was in Madagascar. I think guy who thinks another guy is his sworn enemy, but the other guy is just normal about it. It's one of the better and funnier tropes ever. This generation today will never know the experience. I don't even know what this is. Oh, is this a waterbed? I do remember one of my friend's parents having a waterbed, and I was like amazed. I was like, what, a waterbed? How is that even possible? Girls sleepover. Chattering and giggles. Boys sleepovers. No, I'm pretty sure girls do rituals in their sleepovers. You guys not seen that meme? Image of childhood obesity, 1971 versus image of childhood obesity, 2000. This is just sad though. Today's kids will never know the choices you had to make. I loved the blue word art. And also the orange one at the bottom. Music from the 2000s that remind me of my childhood. A simpler time I feel like I didn't enjoy enough and desperately want to go back to. Me. Recent music. Pick your night. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. Probably 4. Definitely 4. I was a Mario kid. Elderly neighbor gave me their son's old PC. Found these gems in it. The nostalgia is real. Everything seems normal until gay, furry, not safe for work content. One schoolyard game has got to go. I don't know what the top left is, so probably that. These were a symbol of a family with loving parents, summer vacations, and a golden retriever. Wait, isn't that the apple juice which when you crunch it, it feels... What am I saying? Isn't this the apple juice which actually, when you crunch down on the bottle, like, it sounds like you're eating an apple? Kids these days will never know the feeling of seeing someone you know name in the book. I don't even know what this is. Is this a detention slip or something? Oh, I had one of these. Yeah, I wasn't a perfect kid. I was a little rascal. The nostalgic kid in 2005 to 15 starter pack. Grew up using Windows XP, and to some degree other operating systems of the era. Family was rarely into politics or religion. Well, yeah, because you're a kid, you don't know. Had his or her hands on the first iPod Touch. It still blows my mind that Steve delivered this line. Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created? In a kid's movie. Remember him? This is him now. Yeah, but this is sad because he got in a really bad accident and he had to get plastic surgery.
Everyone's like, Zac Efron looks so different. What happened to him?
He had an injury. Have some empathy. So this is the evolution of the YouTube player. Quite interesting how it just got more simplistic, and also the colors went for people being more engaged, I guess, and more locked into the content. It's cool though. The new one is definitely more immersive than, you know, the oldest one. I like the change. I think we're at its best right now, I'm not gonna lie. How I feel when I have to scroll down to the year I was born. Down, down, down. I remember faking my age on websites. I recently hit 20, And it doesn't feel like a big difference. I think 21 will feel like a big difference because that's when you're globally, I guess, considered an adult. We will say though. Me hating on Skibidi Toilet, but then remembering what I used to like when I was a kid. Perhaps I treated you too harshly. Bro is mewing instead of meowing. Wow, I can't believe Gen Alpha enjoys this brain rot. So funny. Gen Z in 2012. Creepypastas. Gen Alpha kids in 2024. Analog horror videos. 2019, but I had a Gen Z childhood. You're 5. Yeah, so what, little bro? Hey, got you there, distinguished. Hey, got you there. Gen Z using for real. Gen Alpha using Skibidi. Millennials using Raw XD. Gen Alpha enlisting into World War III and realizing that it isn't all military funk edits. TikTok users in a theater when the movie is longer than 5 seconds and it doesn't feature a slowed and reverbed pop song. I forgot to change the title. Lab Report Tussie. Toddlers staring at their parents' iPad after locking it for 35 years. Imagine being born in 2024. Bro missed everything. My niece is Gen Alpha and she can't spell or read. I approve this message as a Gen Alpha. Fidget spinners are older than bro. What's a fidget spinner? This is peak content. Cringe brain rot kids these days. The HOA can suck my nuts. This dude is going on my lawn. Millennials watching Gen Alpha cool rage comics cringe. Neutral canthal tilt. Mouth breather. Upper eyelid exposure. Bald and 1'9". It's over. Life is like a box of Ohio. You never know what you're going to get. You know what I'm gonna say? Gen Alpha sucks, because this will get loads of upvotes. Generational brain rot. Gen Alpha versus Gen Z. I never met a female in my life except my grandmother. What? How? I live in a little mountain. Cute. Aww. Why is half of YouTube filled with 47-minute long videos that look like this? What happened to Mr. Poop? Zoomers are pretty annoying online, but it won't be long until kids whose first memories are watching stuff like this start posting. Just got this beautiful picture of the eclipse, when bro genuinely has a good point in the argument, so you just repeat what they say.
In a nerd voice. Wait, what's happening to my voice? Someone stop.
OMG, it's called W, because it's a W. 3rd grade Twitter goes crazy. You seriously watch movies for the good rating? Movies are just like YouTube TikTok. It's not literature, man. I actually cannot believe what I'm looking at here. Among Us? We've got a call here for an Among Us. Is anyone here Among Us? TikTok terminology. Pookie, get, simp, riz, NPC. What do all these words mean? I don't know what the last one means. I've never seen that. YouTube is working on a multi-view feature, allowing users to watch 4 things at once. Comic I saw in a dream. I'll have the steak, please. Rare. What? The Hangman, watching his life come to a grim end because a class of 3rd graders couldn't guess the word butter. POV, a frail Victorian child meets a Gen Alpha Skibidi Toilet kid. Hey, quick question. What is 19 times 34? Please answer quick. The teacher is coming to collect the paper. Kid bumped into my friend on the sidewalk and said, Skibidi excuse me, ma'am. Gen Alpha is awesome. I'm gonna start saying that. No more excuse me. Skibidi excuse me. If you're bored, I need your opinion on something. Go on. So all my friends say I look just like Gojo. I just need a second opinion. Are you serious? You look so much like him. Gen Alpha leaving Fortnite to play Minecraft. Gen Z leaving Minecraft to play Fortnite. Making breakfast and I noticed my son's drawing on the fridge. What does it say? Something about, but you must die? Is Obama okay? Why is this one of his top songs of the year? Am I the only one who doesn't know who Obama is? A Skibidi Toilet movie and TV franchise is in the work from Michael Bay. What is Gaslight? You know what it is. I do not. Yes, you do. How the hell did bro get inside? I found this screenshot from when my nephew was streaming on Twitch. Hey baby, it's Auntie here. I'm here to support you. Love you. Goofy, aunt. Language is devolving. Raise up your Spartan this week. Microsoft would be like, hello fellow Generation Alpha. Whereas, literally buzzwording. Don't even know what they're saying. Humanity is doomed. Whereas Sigma Giat on God Phantom Tax 2014. Ute, Rect, Fap, Troll, Ponage. You're quiet. No, I am gatekeeping my personality from you. These are just minion memes for 16-year-old boys. Crying all over again reading your messages. Please don't leave us, man. He definitely will not. What do you mean by this? This bro called Matt Pat the freaking N-word. No. Yes, this is OnlyFans. Italian babies in the womb. Hearing they're going to be named Vinny Tortellini Pepperoncini Ferracilibellini. Guys, sometimes it's hard being a Sigma Alpha. When the shift was so bad, you gotta sit in silence for a couple of minutes. How do you shift? No, like work. Like a job. The principle of Gen Alpha humor. Skibidi Toilet. Skibidi Toilet, but in and orange. Seeing two characters literally meant for each other, but they're on opposite teams. Trump and Biden. Hello? Hi. Yeah, we can hear you. How to make non-binary pizza. Non-binary pizza? Call that little... I don't get that. Reject modernity. Embrace tradition. Why is there a voting banner for Freddy Fazbear in Poland? Because people need to vote for Freddy. Unspoken riz versus harassment. Gen X humor. Husbands are the best people to share secrets with. They will never tell anyone because they aren't even listening. Millennial humor. I always figure it out on my own. I just need to panic first. Gen Z humor. Spanish or vanish. Gen Alpha humor. The most beautiful fish to me. Don't mind the spelling. Pulling up to the function in these. Plus 400 aura. Mario. Oh, back to school boring. Luigi. It is boring, Mario, but we have to learn. Mario. You're right, Luigi. Sorry, I'm busy tonight with life-altering astral projection dreaming in the croc bed. I want the croc bed. Date idea. We sleep here. And Slenderman said, can I join? Well, I can say no, but you're not gonna listen, are you? Gen Z. My jokes are actually funny in the form of memes that are understandable and have a reason to be laughed at people who understand the reference. Gen Alpha. Gabby Rez. Gen Z. You're not funny for real. Gen Alpha. Ohio Gyat Skibbity Pizza Circus. And now there is a civil war. My 7-year-old just asked me why they named the Amazon River after Amazon. If anybody was wondering how the current batch of Generation Alpha is coming along. POV. Your Generation Alpha robbing a bank? Yes. Killing people while watching Subway Surfers. He is purple because he wants to play fetch. Undertale teaching you a new mechanic. Hello, this is Joe Biden. You won my special giveaway. Here's proof it's me. Please tell me somebody remembers. Of course I remember ASDF. Help me, I'm drowning. Eat the water. Listen to your alpha, little kitten. What? Disappears. The guy who has to turn every Discord message into a joke. I need that list again. Santa after checking it once. This guy I knew in high school got broken up with and deleted all of his posts. And now he posts anime edits that gets 0 likes and changed his profile picture to this. So tired. I hope she's happier now. Get this out of my feed. I am not watching this, bro. Your drunk bully kisses you in front of everyone. I watched it. This changed my life for the better. The lady at IHOP put a high chair for my pomni. Can we normalize bringing our plushies out in public and treating them like little guys that are a part of our society? I'm visiting my family in Mexico, and there's a painting of Trump and Joe Biden kissing on the border. Goodbye. 2012, people were saying, this is brain rot. 2017, people were saying, this is brain rot. 2021, the same, and 2024, the exact same. You guys ever have time travel thoughts? POV, you are arguing with a friend because he chose not $1 million, but to turn you into a Chinese beaver. When you enter an elementary school in 2023, skibbity toilet everywhere. He who pulls out shall be named King Arthur. God, she's so adorable. Ooh, bro, that is a sunflower. What? Is my class cooked? Banned words. If said equals 10 jumping jacks or push-ups. Skibbity, brah, Ohio, cheetah, Sigma, eagle, on God. Okay, what's up, brother? Okay, I think we know where this is going. What the hell? No one. Not even a single soul. Nope. Me. Edit. Oh my waffles. So many likes. I don't look bad in anything. Real. Bro replied to his own comment. I saw some real stuff and I had to react. Was looking on Facebook Marketplace trying to find a game I passed up on by accident the other day and found him. Gay takeout box.
It's the nerd emoji.
I like when animators shoot their reference footage themselves and post them besides their final product because it always looks something like this and I adore it. My pronouns? I haven't a pronoun to me name for I am penniless and own nothing but me cap and some newspapers to sell ya. Robert De Niro, aged 7 in 1950. This is a bit hard to process. He has an iPad face. The moon is out during the daytime again. Fascinating. Me at age 7. Bro, the oldest of Gen Alpha right now are like 12. So you're telling me that Gen Alpha isn't just a collection of toddlers? It was only 1-2 seconds ago. They are starting to become cognitive. They are going into middle school. What? I don't understand Gen Alpha humor. If you're over 25 and own a computer, this game is a must-have. Sibling got me a birthday gift. Have a great Ohio Riz Gyat 7th birthday, Jeremiah. I fell in the Ohio River once, and that's why I still haven't had the virus. At Chili's. Girls, I think my ankle just lost its sense of smell. I'm scared. Gen Alpha, after getting drafted and watching their friend get turned inside out by a standard issued M27 fragmentation grenade that was looted off a rotting corpse. There's no fonk. Other roaches look at you when you hit them with the dollar store bug spray. Me, trying to explain why the generation after Gen Alpha should be called Gen Bravo and not Gen Beta. Oh god, the Alphas are gonna be calling them Betas. I can already see this happening. It would suck to be born as a Gen Beta. I beg, can these Mafia and emo avatars be wiped out by a meteor? Tyrannosaurus Rex replied, do you know what else was wiped out by a meteor? Hello, I have heard you've got a W Gyat. I'm interested. Accepted. I'm at the fair. I hit my vape. A little boy 7 or 8 walks around the corner and says to his friend, ha, wow, imagine vaping in 2022. And I was too stunned to speak. I think I legally am required required to quit now. Thanks, kid. Good kid. Alpha male. The earliest version of a male before testing and bug fixes. Unstable and not suitable for the public. Boomer humor. I hate my wife. Gen X humor. I hate my job. Millennial humor. I hate my life. Gen Z humor. I hate school. Gen Alpha humor. In my Spanish class today, I was so sleepy, and when my teacher asked me something, I said half asleep. Mamacita, let me think. The silence after was so loud. How I feel after saying Grimace, Ohio, level 3 Giat. Did you pray today? Skibbity toilet Riz. And my friends thought I was being serious. Young me. I'm not going to be like those old dudes. I'm gonna accept the new generation. Me now. Those Coco Melon watching pieces of fried rice at Eddie's. Is this where you want to be? My coworker said, it's so muggy outside. And this is the image that popped into my head. Hey guys, I think the little man says he wants to give Fredbear a big kiss. Reply with your very best alpha male meme. I bought my first skirt and top yesterday. Gonna try them tonight. I'ma choose this option every time. Bring the squad with me. I won't say anything weird, I promise. Different way of saying promise. Cameron said 18 minutes ago, I having bad day. When it's nighttime and you're left alone with your thoughts to reflect on the daytime experience. Are you under the age of 18? Yes. If under the age of 18, please state why. Generation Z will be afraid to ask a waiter for rant, but will body slam a cop. Me, when I found out I'm Gen Alpha, not Gen Z. How many other lies have I been told by the council? What the frick? Image enthusiast. Congrats, you have spent time viewing an image. Day 4 of trying to buy the yellow divider. It's so hot. Why didn't you take off your hoodie? My t-shirt underneath. Ah, you're overheating because of this fire top. Gamers will soon be able to join Discord calls directly from their PS5. The update will roll out over the next few weeks. No, I don't want to sign up and do all of this stuff. I don't want to. No, just let me on the website, please. 8th graders we next. Go back to watching Cocomelon. What time needs to stop right now? Millennial memes. It's peanut butter jelly. Gen Z memes. Forever alone. Gen Alpha memes. Grimace shake. Hey you, get out of my channel. No you. Shut up, 1-year-old. You don't even know grammar and you're underage for a cell phone, dude. I'm also in your walls. Guys, rate the setup. Damn it, I'm never passing through this one. My daughter just asked why we say hang up the phone and now I feel 90. Heard my girlfriend scream from the bathroom because I drew John Pork in there a few days ago and it started to manifest again. It's me, the New York stabber. Oh hey, can you come to New York? Why? When the therapist says I have social anxiety, instead of calling me a Sigma male. I was not born in the right generation. I do not want to be a skibbity toilet Ohio Riz cat. Never goon. He's massive. They banned swag at the airport. We can still wear glasses, it's cool. My favorite day of the week is Saturday because it is an entire free day. It's hard to believe no one has accidentally eaten our wax. I chew it like gum afterwards as a little treat. Gen Zers are worried they're getting old and out of touch after realizing they don't understand Gen Alpha memes. Guys, Gen Alpha is starting to make their own memes. It begins. We are the next cringe generation on the chopping board. iPhone 4 will not be receiving iOS 18 later this fall. What about the iPhone 3? Please don't leave us. Wait, we need you. Your son needs you. How could you have spent our savings? Sunk cost fallacy. Appeal to emotion. Ad hominem. Can't stop laughing at YouTube Shorts. This is literally what YouTube Shorts is. And YouTubers, wait, that means normal YouTubers nude YouTube. I like how Windows has been getting more and more non-threatening over the years. What is that last one? I'm very sorry about crashing. I had a problem that caused a headache. I took a nappy wappy. Please take heed. What the hell does that mean? I will soon fonder. Dude saw me at my worst. The Notes app. Boss, the IT guys are being weird again. If you were a little snake, I would do this for you. If you were a little snake, I would not do this for you. I would probably make a habitat, let you live. Sad to see this state that Legoland has fallen to. Billions must build. Who cares? You're a grown lady. Unless you have kids, then I get it. Tanny has 13 stickers. Jen gives him 10 more. How many stickers does Jack have? I was helping my little brother. Where the hell does Jack come from? The most accurate representation of math. Should I do maths memes? One of the 5th graders I work with made this in his science class. It wasn't even for a grade. The rock, a rock. The rock equals a rock. He's smart. Me. Someone help me. I think my leg is broken. Help me. My son that I hate. That's not John Pork. That's John Bork. I didn't giggle. Blood said giggle. Yeah, you have to be from Ohio. Who are you? I'm from the future. Who are all these people? Our fams. So it means we did it. What did they do? What they had to. What is that? Gen Z, we need to stop making fun of Gen Alpha memes right now. Our first memes were someone touch on my spaghetti, yeet, and yes, this floor is floor. Stay humble. This is the favorite thing I've seen on the internet. Miss Obama, it's been an honor. When it's freezing outside, so your fingers enter super slow mode and you basically can't do anything with them. Mom, can you give me money to buy ice cream? Yes, ice cream. What does this mean? I think a 12-year-old was trying to make a joke about drugs. How will I live anymore without my little whittle? Answer me right now, Lauren Chen. I don't want to have to bring up my alpha side. Oh no, I'm transforming. Grah! Meet the Hack Maxes. Gen Z's new social trend of dating older women. Millennials upset at Gen Z because they're saying they're better than us. Like, isn't that the point? Each generation should be better than the previous. Gen Zs are gonna have Gen Alpha doing the same to them. Let's set an example. Age 8. Haha, I got iron. Age 13. No, Minecraft is for kids. We're in 6th grade now. I was never like this. Age 18. I got iron. How life felt when my age was only 2 numbers. I hate being 1429. It's just boring. Seen everything. Argumen Ufchen. Is she an alpha? She is an alpha? The werewolf in that meme is not an alpha. His foster parents are his alphas. What am I reading? Boomers always complain about millennials and Gen Z, but you just wait until Gen Alpha joins the scene. They are 11 or younger now, but just wait, they are savage. Concept, not final. Subject to licensor approval. He kinda reminds me of myself in a way. I'm usually the cold, collected one in my group, who everyone knows is a complete badass. But as soon as I start losing on Xbox, everyone leaves me alone because they know how crazy and angry I can get. Good luck keeping your friends, dude. The Ohio Skibbity Gyat Toad, aka Evil Toad, is a toad that got skibbidied by the Gyat of Bowser and got the Rizzler from the Phantom Text Ohio. These toads are capable of rizzing the Gyat out of Mario and his skibbities. Skibbity Toilet 73, full episode. The way Titan Cameraman helped Titan Speaker Man up. OMG. YouTube, comment on this video. Hello. Kids these days too. That is true. No one nowadays would be able to handle a joke like this.
Cancelled.
Have you guys tried this? I think the worst one is Booger.
Blech.
These are real Club Penguin players. Well, this is actually accurate, yeah. A lot of the people this age have played Club Penguin. Why is he not smiling anymore? What happened? Nothing to smile about in my life. Jonesy, are you okay? No. So many options. Walmart dress code. You have a lot of freedom when dressing for work. Here's a range of the dress code compliant colors. Getting to the point in hyperfixations, where you imagine them doing every mundane thing you're doing. Damn, I'm drinking water. I bet Luffy drinks water. The doctor called me aesthetic, no way. We just wanted to inform you that you are autistic. Thank you. Whatever profile picture you have on, you gain their abilities. Let's just say a really bad person in history. Skibbity Toilet ripoff? What is this old game? It looks like Nintendo Wii and it's from 2004, which is super old. And why did you use the Skibbity Toilet heads for your characters? Why did you rip off Skibbity Toilet? Parents have been warned about a new TikTok trend known as hellmaxing. Mutuals do this with me. Hellmaxing is a fictional TikTok trend invented by Twitter. Oh, thank God. Do the fictional TikTok trends you want to see in the world. Are you absolutely positive this is what you want to see in the world? And this trend is apparently committing so many sins the devil won't have them, more than anything. Human law versus human gameplay. OMG, stay still, there is a spider in your hair. Me. Get that out of my hair now. Collecting fresh lava to research. The forbidden caramel. Toddlers can't tie their shoes, have to wear Velcro instead. Toddlers when they see a tablet, when you actually get a good stretch. But it gets interrupted by a cramp. Silverback gorilla pulling a prank. He had to look back to make sure the homies were watching. Dad's on YouTube 8 years ago, about to turn their child's PS4 into atoms. 9-year-old me with all my Legos on the floor. The law. Cold shower guys explaining the benefits of showering in -20 Fahrenheit water. I will submerge them into an active geyser. Behind the scenes of Flash. Flash looking kinda slow. Me genuinely tweaking when a mysterious liquid drops on my foot while taking the trash out. Yo, that dream was so good. My brain 2 seconds later. Me staring at my red screen during Kahoot and someone yells, "Who got that wrong?" Me leaving my room after my mum asked where all the dishes are. The Hulk using some random car as a weapon. The minimum wage worker watching his only source of transportation get annihilated. Mr. Beast is getting jumped. All the trees planted by Team Trees. What could he possibly be training for? I mean, I would learn this just to say I did. Having no internet versus having slow internet. People that are still loyal to the password they chose when they were 10. POV. You accidentally liked your crush's post from a year ago. Don't stalk people's Instagram. Me arguing with a friend. I know damn well I'm wrong. It's just funny now. The ant colony in my yard watching me throw a rock at their rival colony. Woman has to get all the balls out for $50,000. Easiest 50k of her life. Me watching my barber absolutely destroy months of hair growth while I prepare to say, wow, looks great. Me fighting the urge to type bro and skull emoji in every single sentence. It's become a staple of my language. Me feeding the cat the same food for 10 years. The cat loves it every single time. POV, it's 2017 and your friend shows you his special fidget spinner. Dads after their kids finally move out and quit leaving that damn bathroom light on. Old people gambling has got to be one of my favorite genres of videos because what is even going on, bruh? Anime characters get hit like this and say, this just got interesting. Dyslexic people when they accidentally order a dessert instead of a dessert at a restaurant. Imagine showing this to a caveman. I genuinely think they would tweak and then die. Me, looking away from the computer, hoping it will load faster if it seems like I don't care. That one guy who stopped caring about the things he can't control. POV, you fell asleep first at the sleepover. Giraffe chasing Jeep straight out of Jurassic Park. How do you even get a giraffe upset? Stealing its food? I don't know. Dogs in a loving, caring home with plenty of food and water when the door opens. How the government expected people to react when they announced that aliens actually exist. When you bite your tongue on accident. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Actually, now that I think about it, I would. POV. 8-year-old me when I lost my mum in the supermarket. A random woman. Me. Minecraft YouTubers deciding what to do after hitting 1 million subscribers. Retire? Nah. I think what they'd rather do is touch me when the spider I've been coexisting with for a month moves from its usual spot. A US soldier taking in the pain of a 3-year-old, finding out dinosaurs are extinct. Me and bro trying to figure out how to do our math test. We haven't paid attention for months. POV. Those 2 hours of sleep starts to catch up with you halfway through the day. POV. You just got a buzz cut for the first time. 10-year-old me after my parents bought me something expensive, which I asked for. I feel bad. Me waking up from a nap in the summer of 2016, realizing it was a dream. Most heartbreaking set I have ever seen. My guy lost and hit the, shucks. Me calculating all the ways I can avoid the guests my mum's invited. This guy threw this metal ball to the moon. Ever heard of the Olympics? We need you, bruh. What's the point when it's 99% ice? Ah yes, my favorite drink, egg and milk. Me in the warm shower after I promised myself I was going to take a cold one today. 9-year-old me telling myself that I'm going to remember this exact moment of no significance for the future. I still do this now. That moment when both nostrils randomly unclog and you can breathe in 4K. Abominable snowman wow, stop it. The real ring of fire. The tomato I took off my burger, watching me put ketchup in it. Me realizing life is worth it after spending half an hour at the park. Why is this so real? How dads wait for everyone else to wake up to tell them he's been up since 5 AM, only to take a 3-hour nap 30 minutes later. Can you explain this gap in your resume? No, but can you explain this? Hi, I'm new. Anyone? Rat Smasher is typing. Rat versus Rat Smasher. Oh no, the dog ate something. Dad. POV. Old people. When the car reader says, remove card. What do you mean remove card? What did they mean? Congrats, sir. You have won $1 million, but you can't spend it on beer and gambling. Domain expansion. Band for band. That one bro cooking up a new word the friend group will be using for the next 4 months. I love it when I hold down and the apps shake. They are so nervous that I'm going to delete them. Climb the highest tower in the world or admit you're wrong, mums. The shampoo bottles watching me win an imaginary argument. No way, he's done it again. Played a prank on the new hire by saying he needs to look for any loose tiles with the plunger. When you get so deep into overthinking and everything finally starts connecting. Me, normally, versus me in the bathroom mirror waiting for the water to warm up. I wish I had a sister. Me and my sister in our childhood days. My FBI agent checking my Minecraft world, only to find an exact replica of his house. Weebs. Ayo, you should play Genshin Impact. The gameplay is fire. The gameplay. Night drives are so peaceful. People who live in the woods. You know Trump, Biden, and Obama hate each other? They don't actually play Minecraft and are politically enemies, right? Tell me it ain't so. How guys be feeling after they add an egg to their instant ramen. What the hell do you have in your mouth? My dog. Me, showing up at bro's house after he sent a picture of me in 7th grade in the group chat. I refuse to be controlled by a calendar. Merry Christmas, everyone. Me getting kicked out of heaven after asking the fine goth angel if I could lick her wings. It finally happened. My Photos app generated the saddest video possible. Those are some sad meals, man. I feel bad. Drop a GoFundMe link. When you finally hear the whole story and realize you've been defending the wrong person. When you're in the middle of a fight and your controller disconnects. Why are you always so tired? Do you even sleep at night? My nightmares be like, yeah, I was born in 2000. Wait, is this meme saying that people in 2006 are old? Wait until they find out about 2004. FNAF is so popular. Lots of kids love it. Drake, after 20 seconds hearing that. On a date right now. Super excited. Oh, you're on a date with a toaster in water. Nice. I wasn't trying. This is actually a good idea. See, I would like to do this, but it takes too much effort. My dog opened the window in the middle of the car wash. My new air fryer. That is not a fryer. That is a torture device. Why do you play kids' obbies? Pretty much to troll people. I get it. I get that lifestyle. Imagine if these existed in real life. Bro, I would be spamming these. But what's that? I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'ma just hit the... The rain never stood a chance. That is some quick window wipers. How did you get them so quick? Is that modified? Big cat spotted in Detroit. What is going on in Detroit? Why is there a big cat? My dopamine receptors when I'm trying to watch the birth of my son, but there's no Subway Surfers gameplay in the background. When she randomly tells me a diabolical story and goes back to eating the food I paid for. How it feels going into those huge freezers at Costco. The butter in the fridge looking out at the rest of the food from its special little tray. So-called freethinkers, as soon as a 5'8", 10 out of 10 brunette baddie tells them what to do. The National Geographic cameraman, when they see tribal women with their bobs out. And starving children. I don't know why they don't feed them. Maybe they do, but they just don't record it. I don't know. How it feels after taking a massive poop that cures your stomach ache. Well done, steak eaters, enjoying their car tire. 6-year-old me, sitting on the side of my bed in disbelief after I saw a toilet in my dream. I play for fun, guys, after getting emoted on. How people looked at you when you sneezed during the virus era. Crazy. They still do it now. How it feels to learn that your mic has been muted for the last 20 minutes. Oh, not 20, 30. Bro ran to the crib like he was home the whole time. Yeah, he got caught cheating. So he tried to run back home to make it seem like he was there the whole time. Nope. The morning after sleeping at bro's house. Does anyone else hate sleepovers? I can't do them. The 3 AM motivated version of me, watching me become lazy in the morning and giving up all my dreams and aspirations. Me, tired, trying to get a peaceful ride home after a long day of socializing. My Uber driver, about to tell me his life story and unpack his childhood trauma. POV, you're chilling at home and randomly remember a joke your friend made over a year ago. Pee pee poo poo. Starbucks employees when you don't tip them your entire life savings for a microwaved croissant. Other animals having a normal birth. Baby turtles 5 seconds after being born. Literal hell. Me rewatching my Instagram stories to examine who viewed them. I'm specifically searching for that one person. Me at 3 AM going to the bathroom acting like I don't see the ghost that's following me. Wait, a ghost follows you? I want a ghost. A nice ghost, though. Yes. I did it. Imagine being a homeless guy tweaking in Times Square and looking up to see this. POV. How I feel after I changed HDMI 1 to HDMI 2 at my grandparents' house. I can't wait for summer. Me in summer. How I feel after holding my breath when walking past someone smoking. POV. Me coming back from the most stomach-turning experience of my life. Unaffected because it's a canon event. Me hunting my Snapchat AI after it randomly posted a story. 8-year-olds who thought the most dangerous things on Earth were quicksand and the Bermuda Triangle, witnessing the greed and hatred of humanity. POV. My son shows me his first ever Minecraft house. Mechanics after charging a single mother of 3 $500 for an oil change. When you shuffle your playlist and the songs you listen to in your worst times played. Bro got a whole Fortnite back bling on him. To not expose his identity, Batman is either driving the Batmobile uninsured or is committing insurance fraud. When you find out your neighbor has a toddler. Didn't you wear that yesterday? What does this mean? Ah, it's a washing machine. Me, checking the fridge for the 5th time and new food still hasn't spawned. Why does it low-key kind of feel illegal to steal from stores? Because it is. People who pronounce GIF as GIF being sent directly to hell after meeting God at the pearly gate and calling him Jod. The Brazilian police couldn't arrest a notorious thief under 18, so they conducted a home operation and apprehended him on his 18th birthday. They really plotted on that man for a year. They denied him entry into the club, so he decided to cut their power out. When fireworks meet Coca-Cola. It looks pretty. How is this even possible? Bro is staring with a Black Ops 2 disc. Sir, you need to pay for this? No, I don't. The shirt that makes you drink water claims yet another victim. No, Tyler! People who sleep at 10 to 11. Guys with insomnia who sleep at 4 to 6. The two unicorns talking to each other after Noah let a pair of mosquitoes on the ark instead of them. What do you mean? It could have been me! My grandpa, before my dad was born. Celebrating because no matter how lonely I got, I never resorted to simping for Valorant egos. Breakthrough in nuclear fusion could mean near limitless energy. Big oil and gas on their way to have a friendly chat with whoever created limitless energy. 7-year-old me, Christmas 2013, playing Just Dance 4 while my parents argue in the kitchen. When I get reincarnated as a dog and all my memories of humanity fade away against my will. Our guests are here, honey. Break out the fine china. I'm sorry, sir. Your credit card declined. Do you have another one? How my mum thinks I'm a drive the minute I get my car. She's right. Me, taking one last look at the party before I turn the gas stove on and leave. Me and my brother getting into the biggest fight over basically nothing. Me and him 10 minutes later. Me, getting ready to play the same 13 songs I've had on repeat all month. Guys that can lucid dream. Dads making the most mouth-watering meal known to man the one time he gets to cook. Me, on my way to school, knowing the morning dump I should have taken at home is going to mess me up for the rest of the day. I refuse to use school bathrooms. My stomach waiting for the class to go quiet to let out the loudest Dolby Atmos quality stomach growl known to mankind. A massive grouper. Toilet on the left for scale. Oregon got their Minecraft biome switches. Like, bruh, what? Is this real? That has to be a transition. Shopping with mum versus, yeah, nothing. The Rock won't move. Bro thinks he's the main villain. What are your plans for the holidays? Me with the boys. We will build an underwater house. That one account who's followed you since years and watched your stories without replying. Dad's returning home from work to find out we have every light in the house turned on. When you run out of it is what it is, and the crushing weight of reality sets in. Funk fans, when the exact same melody repeats for the 350th time, it's gonna keep looping for 3 more minutes with absolutely zero progression. This is exactly what I imagine someone does for 8 hours a day when they tell me they're a programmer. Bro is taking Apex Predator to another level. Me, after realizing every homeless person has over 500,000 worth of human organs in them. Me at the gym, I must become Batman. I'm autistic. Me, when that one friend who sends me hundreds of memes a day hasn't sent me any today. Hot Wheels race, closed water slide. This is kinda cool. For the last time, you are not orangutan pirates finding treasure. Me and bro. Oh nah, I'm giving bro all my breadcrumbs. Bro never skipped wing day. Me, listening to other people's conversations because I have no friends to talk to in that class. Younger me in 2013, seeing that clock hit 3 AM. Me, now. Damn, dude. Me, keeping a straight face during a plane crash so the goth flight attendant doesn't get the ick. 4-year-old me trying to wake up my mum after I pissed the whole bed, but my dad wakes up instead and asks me what I'm doing. Jesus Christ, absolutely shredding for our sins. Humans, living out their extremely fulfilling lives in the greatest economic system ever created. Boys, 2 seconds after roasting the living daylight out of each other for 3 hours straight. Me in the next life. What, you're a dog dancing? Cute. Bro said, that's enough. Yeah, I mean, you mess with a baby and then they just snap, bro. This happens. This baby's like, stop playing with me. I know Taekwondo. After exploring the woods, you hear your voice calling out for your name. Whatever that thing is, it's trying to look for you. It's you from the future. I won everyone's childhood. That's cool. I'm jealous. A skier encountering a highly territorial lemming on the slopes in Sweden. Me, thinking my crush texted me back because I got a notification from Instagram. That one unemployed friend that sends me 40 reels a day. History teacher. The army attacked the fort at night. Me, with 2 hours of sleep and 500 mg of caffeine listening to this. Since Marina is completely deaf, he absolutely loves fireworks. God, giving his strongest soldier. Me, all the hardest struggles. I have to go get a haircut. I hate getting a haircut. I hate when the hair goes down my back. When I get my license, and I can finally get McDonald's by myself at 2 AM. Me, waiting for my family's reaction after I farted in the car. I think I pooped myself. What? POV, me realizing I don't have to fake my age on websites anymore because I'm not a kid. Where did my life go? Whoa, that sneeze was so powerful, it just sent me back to the other side of my room. Wow. I just did a coup de boom with my mouth. That is crazy. Spotify finding the worst song to play when I have no skips left. Honestly, this is why you should get YouTube Premium. Actually, how much is Spotify now? Spotify price Premium. Yeah, it's $11.99. That's crazy. But with YouTube Premium, you can also listen to music just like Spotify and you get ad-free content. But yeah. If you use Spotify. Me, looking at an old picture of me when I was a kid and didn't have— Whoa, why are these memes so sad? I don't remember downloading this. Bro, what? Fun? What the hell is that? Yeah. History students of the future reacting about how some idiot killing a gorilla led to the dystopian world they are living in. It all started with Harambe. No, I honestly think the world started getting bad when EDP got caught. I think that was the turning point. Escape the Matrix, guys, in 15 years. The bald man on the internet did not teach them how to escape. Yeah, but listen here.
Money does not equals happiness.
And that's fact. But it does give you freedom to do other stuff. But I don't think you're gonna be happy just trying to make money. You'll usually make money by doing something you love. When I see a philosopher say exactly the same thing as me, except it was 300 years ago, there's only so much you can think about. So this is bound to happen. Except they did not make that life is just a car. And we are driving over the road. There are bumps in the road. But as long as you keep driving. To prove that people will argue over anything, here is a stick. That's a branch. Infinite food glitch. Bro found out about farming. Olive oil versus butter. Who the hell covered Europe in butter and oil? Mental disorders aren't real. Just shut up. Satire? No. Damn. Sus. Always sussing up everything. 10 years ago. I'm limited by the humor of my time. These giant leaf insects will sway your heart. Everybody gangster till the leaf walks. Props to the cameraman for shrinking himself to get this shot. He's using a microscope, idiot. They are joking, idiot. Man, depression was so much better in the 90s. This guy looks like his name is Sebastian. 33,000 people. Scariest hike in America is through Detroit with a Rolex. Oh my love, my emotionally starved significant other. Stop reminding me I get no women. This will dramatically affect the trout population, I think. An e-cigarette. Switching to your vape is always faster than reloading your cigarette. Guess who this is? I know a Louisiana mosquito when I see one. Let me know any dipping techniques. Dip these nuts in your mouth. British people really are so beautiful. If you are 1 in a million, there are 7,000 people just like you. Poor guys. As someone who can control water in Aquaman, she surely can't shed a single tear. Dramatic fight between 2 submarines. Imagine you're out fishing, minding your own business. Everybody gets a square, while Lizzo gets a rectangle. This man has more memory on his desk than in my entire house and brain. Imagine drowning in a pool, and out of nowhere you hear, "Enough talk." Where is Mark? He is with Joe. Who is Joe? Dies like a legend. About to head out cosplaying as a pregnant woman because I'm bored and want attention. You look unemployed. Is this floating, or am I seeing stuff? Of course it's floating. It's a boat. Map that proves all roads in Europe really do lead to Rome. Unless you're in Rome. I swear she's only got 2 brain cells, and they're both fighting for the 3rd place. The way he covered her when she was fixing her dress. Plot twist, he just wanted a better view. Dating a K-pop stan is fun, until she dumps you for some guy named Jungle Book. Me, blasting this everywhere I go. After leaving the theater and downloading Batman's personality. They should put a new continent here. Babe, wake up. New continent just dropped. Posing as the girl that talks badly about me. She looks like the grown version of the Ice Age baby. What if I'm actually really attractive? And girls just think I'm out of their league. And other hilarious lies you can tell yourself. Hard work in the beginning will allow you to achieve your goals faster. Who cuts brick with an axe? The eternal struggle. Damn, I hate it when my organs try to escape when I take them for walks. People wouldn't kill each other if we banned guns. People before guns. Call him John D. Because he's about to Rockefeller. His head is what happens when you don't know how to properly expand an image in PowerPoint. He shall be known henceforth as Bob Rocks, the brother to Bob Ross. What if all humans die, and this is the only footage that is proof we existed? If I pirated this movie, I would still ask for a refund. This only looks like he pulls his pants all the way down when using the urinal. Mark Zuckerberg looks like a guy who has practiced smiling, never fully understanding why anyone does it. Please wear a fake mustache in one of your videos. Why? Do you want her to look like your last girlfriend? What sport would improve if the players were drunk? NASCAR. You are the best. Reported for misinformation. Clown. Is that your pronoun? That squid looks very big to 100 feet tall. Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? No, Bob. Just sign the divorce papers. Taylor Swift is the first artist ever to make a 10-minute song. 10 minutes length of a song is just Crazy. Britain. Yes, this is what Britain is like. When I go outside to get some food, I get stabbed. I'm hiding in the comments from the eye contact. You can see their eyes over the comment. The Last Chair Bender. Poland. Sad song about addiction and sad thoughts. Americans. Cow. I'm gay, but no one will know because there's too many comments. They got pinned. Everybody look. When your sister texts you, can you come over and beat my husband? Then you realize you're her husband. This was the most horrifying scream I have ever heard in my life, and I've heard people burn alive in a house fire. The importance of free speech. Comments are disabled on this video. Hey look, it's Wolverine's redneck cousin, Wombat. All-girl Boy Scout troop starts in Ohio. Imagine if they had a club for girls, we could name it, wait for it, Girl Scouts. Proof that people will argue over anything. Here's a cup of water. That's a tumbler, not a cup. Character development in Netflix shows be like, I like your profile picture. Thanks, yours is awful. I apologize for this comment. I am now a nicer man. Why my parents take my phone away, so now I got a texter on my fridge. Bro, how are you recording? Another fridge? Always act broke. I wish I was acting. Do dealerships put GPS trackers in cars? Whatever you're thinking, it's not a good plan. Man donates kidney to woman he loves. Later proposed her for marriage. Go reject. Now him and his kidney are single when you unlock your mom's mobile. And the battery is always 99%. Don't forget Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, everything is on. Is Leonardo DiCaprio finally moving on from the under 25 club? Flirty actor, 48, seen partying with 27-year-old models. Inflation hits everyone. If you had to eat the meat of any Pokemon, which would it be and why? Bulbasaur, you got meat and vegetables served already. NASA announces city-killing asteroid could hit Earth on May 6th. Well, this was sadly a lie. I live in a village, so I'm good. The unmatched swagger of a walking boulder. Diabito and the insulins. Circle the smallest number. They circled 10. Oh yeah, you're really stupid. Sean looks like he's about to advertise laundry detergent. The moment comedy was introduced to humanity.
My name is Jeff.
When you're a child, you side with the knight. When you're an adult, you side with the potion seller. And when you're dead, you side with no one and everyone. He looks like he pays the landlord by sliding nickels under his door. Hulk flying to Universal to clear up his contract issues. He is charging up his silly. Give him a second. You gave him more than a second, silly overload. Just found out hamsters literally can hibernate. And my 6 different hamsters that I thought died in the winter that I buried were probably alive. Mine was shivering, so I put him in the microwave and it was... What? When you sort comments by new. EA is a good company. These dudes are starting to look like the Home Alone thieves. Edit my face to make it look like Mikey. Mikey? Nope. Mickey. This called me single in 6 different exercises. This doctor looks like if Jimmy Fallon was an owl. They're all dressed like a not safe for work video parody of themselves. The book just fell on my head. I've only got my shelf to blame. Self. Face palm. You've called him gay for the last time. So long, gay Bowser. According to plate tectonic theories, this is what the Earth will look like in 5 years. No way. Where are my puppies, John? They've been made into ice cream, Papa. There is only one brain cell working in this picture, and it's developing inside the egg. I saw some ants carrying up a glove on a lamp. They need a hand. He looks like the uncle I wasn't allowed to be alone with. A gallon of lemonade. Babies, when they find the most corrosive chemical under the sink. Why does this baguette have a face? The baby is in bread. What did you have at 17 that you don't have now? Friends, what is going on here? The steampunk dragon killbot getting ready to devour the land. He can't lift 2 marshmallows, but he can do this. What are you doing after smoking this? Getting funky fresh, knowing my omega-3s are bussin'. Graph showcasing my age throughout the years. Let's flatten the curve. The police officer, after I told him it wasn't a hate crime because I actually loved doing it. The spider in the toilet versus me with a full bladder. Man, go away, I'm taking a poop. Now you got me paranoid. How it feels to chew 5 gum. No English word has double O, except good. Prove me wrong. Book. Try reading one. I think this art style is part of the reason a lot of us were so optimistic about the future. I love Frutiger era music. It is amazing. Cartel apologizes and turns over 5 men responsible for kidnapping. Cartel PR working damage control. Those beautiful feet and toes. I want a taste. I guess nerds are into that. I'm a programmer and my only 2 friends date each other. Do your worst. Your parents don't count as friends. Why is my church closed? And the clubs are open. Progress. What color should I paint my wheels for the strip this year? Why don't you just take the wheels off? I actually found these scenes. Isn't that wonderful? What do you see in the clouds? A creeper? They were making a live action movie of WALL-E. He would definitely have a role. What gives you butterflies every single time, no matter how many times you experience it? Buying caterpillars. I'm getting this image put on my birthday cake when I turn 38. I guess he knows who was in Paris. Oh my god, is this a cat or a sheep? A shat. Don't call it that, please. A shat. I killed my wife. It's on Facebook, you know it's true. Police, if you were this astronaut, what would be your first sentence? Bet that damn queen is still alive. Ugh, Brian just irks me. There's gotta be Quagmire's account. Any dog locked in a Tesla already has a better life than me. Do I have a rotten look in my eyes? Bro looks like he just discovered fire. Craziest part is the new generation is gonna know Keanu as John Wick, not Neo. If these two had a child, their eyes would be perfectly spaced. No, I will not be hearing you out. I'm not gonna bother reading these. People are thirsting over a dog? Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who. Health bar appears. Boss music starts playing. Cause I'm on a diet. Boy, shut your pistachio looking Scott Creeper Joe 7. Calm down. Real talk though, Nikocado Avocados actually lost a bunch of weight. Public intoxication, providing false information to a police officer, and possession of a fake ID. Will you marry me? Come on, get him. He wants to leave without paying. My cat just got put down, so I'm depressed. Hi depressed, I'm dad. Honey, have you seen the cat? No, I haven't seen him all day. The dog? The dog's eating the cat. I'm taking this guy back. That dog is not real. Finally, I'm legal. Feet. Professional. Unprofessional. This. An exorcism is needed for the third. The kindergarten teacher finding the kid who pooped themselves. What? FaceTiming the vet to ask for my balls back. This is her first hunting mission. Pretend you're scared. What's going on here? Astrology class. Me flirting while sober. Timmy Turner? Nah, Timmy Turner has white teeth. Entering grandma's house versus leaving grandma's house. Your grandma has a gym? Yes, grandma is shredded. She can bench 220. People with air fryers think they have a master's degree in adulting. Got an Instapot too, so I got a PhD, peasant. Kind of BS that we're all just blobs of water. Plus opinions, drinking more water every day to stay alive. Working every day to pay for vacations, where we can stare at water and splash our little bodies of water around in the big bodies of water. This is deep. Gonna cry a few liters of me. Stop DMing my girl. Who's your girl? Why does that matter? Because I DM'd Beyonce last night, and I was really hoping this was Jay-Z. Alright, seriously stop, but that made me laugh. That's the start of a great friendship. Thank God they're killing Steven Universe. Imagine your lady announces your engagement, and a guy comments this under the picture. We lost a great woman today. Just got BMO for my birthday. What you playing, champ? Filthy Frank is really the best chef. He created rat soup without starting a pandemic. Abandon the dead. Notice the good. Hey sir, what do you do for a living? High school. He just goes into high schools and dance. I didn't even know who this guy is. You are permanently banned from using calculator. Bro divided by 0. This is a whole lot of cheese. Cheese. How come dudes don't go through girls' phones? I like being happy. Show? No, this is for your own good. Brazil is just your average GTA online lobby, isn't it? They exist in real life. Yeah, they're lizards. Of course they do. Tell me about your paranormal experiences. I've been ghosted by multiple women. How lucky. I get ghosted by everyone. Who you gonna call? Doesn't matter. They won't call him back. Guys get one OG username and forget how to act. MFS. The hell did I do, man? Men, what's the first thing you notice when you see a woman? Hey, that's a oh, I just dropped my phone. Me, waving goodbye as my hamster detonate. What are people doing to hamsters? Hamsters are the victims of the world. Hopefully there's an alien hamster race which just comes down and crimes against hamsters. Trevor always looks like he's about 50 to 75% healed from a bad sunburn. This guy be looking like if Colonel Sanders was introduced to avocado toast. This has striking similarities to the canonical origins of Kirby. Kirby was just like Christ, are you sure? What are those? Crocs? Literal Crocs. The originals. My brother's TV messed up and this happened. Out of Bobby experience. A scream that shattered the heavens is a hell of a concept to have in a cartoon. A kid's cartoon. Many people don't realize how large Alaska is, so I added a banana for scale. Where banana? I don't know, monkey. What is Quag doing? Gum. It's not a home trailer, it's a trailer home. Music connects people. Music makes people want to hang out together. They listen to Cardi B. First time I have seen this Green Goblin grenade was when I was 5 years old, 21 now. If I ever win the lottery, I won't tell anybody, but there will be signs. Bruh. If the squirrel goes to heaven, then at least Red Bull gave him wings. Did the squirrel die? I hope not. I don't think so if it's on YouTube. Contrast between Barcelona City at night versus during the day. Oh, no way. Barcelona gets dark and has streetlights at night? Me, waiting for my mum to get ready after she yelled at me for not being ready. This is painfully accurate. Gabe is like the 5th grade safety patrol kids that would scream at you for crossing too early. I love how he's so short and that everyone else's heads are cut off like he's in a Peanuts cartoon. Guys versus girls. Girls do be having arms nowadays. Yet another unrealistic beauty standard. What is Batman feeding his kids? Justice. With a side order of spaghetti. spaghetti. Jiggle her arm fat mid-argument. Bet she shuts up. I bet you die. Yeah, I'm with Robert on this one. I'm 18 and already fed up with life. Try to make me hate myself even more. Shut up, Meg. As a blind individual, listening to this opened my eyes to find the gun. Haha, funny joke, guys. I'm going to HR. Funny joke, Samantha. We are going to bury you in concrete. I don't think we can gaslight gatekeep girl boss our way out of this one, boys. Mansplain, manspread, manslaughter it is then. Northwest has a TikTok page and the comments are killing me. This is Kim Kardashian's daughter. Northie, can you show us mummy's credit card? North, honey, do you know how to write a check? Men, what's stopping you from dressing like this? We don't have a moving castle. I'm just gonna start doing this one day. Join me! Enough testosterone from this to make me want to create a Club Penguin account without my parents' permission. Wish me luck, guys. And he said, I'll delete my account if my crush rejects me. I guess that happened. It's okay though. We move. Batman with is equals cool. Without is, not cool. Batman is cool because of his is. Kinda true. Dude's named Zach versus dude's named Zach. Dude named Zuck. Sometimes when I'm eating alone, I turn this on and pretend I'm eating with him. How will the UK cope with the Queen's passing? Pub. Received the most incredible text from my dad. Who is Hatsune Mike? How to uninstall Firefox. Oh my, no. This patch I ordered off Amazon. I want to believe. I want to leave. Even better than what was advertised. That looks like two bald-headed men wrestling under a blanket. Toddlers be like. I don't understand why my kid has such a hard time focusing. Yes, he definitely is not overstimulated. I was an iPad kid. I can't even speak on this. Nobody. YouTube comments. 69 plus 31 equals 100. Mind blown. Sean. He's a Pokemon. Bazcall. My cat likes to sleep in a perfectly straight line. Loaf. Nah. Yeah, baguette. Wait a minute. No way. Alright, boys. EA is also making benches. Some of the slowest anime characters. Saitama isn't exactly slow. Whoosh. One ingredient. Banana ice cream. Is it banana? The one ingredient is banana ice cream. That damn terrifying smile. Dude disconnected from his soul and entered pairing mode. The hell is a resume? Give me the job if you want to resume living. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Shut the hell up, you unfunny. This guy should be banned from the real GTA 6 when it comes out. Who agrees? Nah, I think he should get it early just for all the trolling. I remember as a kid, one of his videos at least. Jesus, he gave himself up for us. Bro, I hate to break it to you, but that's an ice cube, not Jesus. Not a thought behind those eyes. My opinion? Prime is overrated. However, Prime, if you do want to change my opinion, I can always send you my email. You know. Sociopath versus narcissist. How much is 75 plus 26? The answer is 101. This took me like 2 seconds. Oh, so if someone dresses up as a cowboy to buy Red Dead 2, it's fine. But if I drive my car into a store to buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's illegal and destructive. Companies are getting rid of drug tests because they can't find enough workers. Huge congrats to drugs for continuing to win the war on drugs. From the workers of the world to capital. Cope. This is beautiful. Everything is walnut. Even the guy is walnut. I see the chicken, you know the chicken nugget that... Who wins in a 1v1? Grogu. Rey Skywalker. I refuse to pick Rey over anyone. I love democracy. All pleasures are guilty pleasures if you have a high enough anxiety. I hate that you're right. Okay, I'm gonna admit my guilty pleasure to everyone and no one can laugh at me. I like watching, you know, those really bad montages of people in, you know, really bad ranks in video games. Random videos of Valorant montages will just pop up in my home screen. I'll watch it and just laugh and drop it a like and leave. I don't know, what's your guilty pleasure? She took the flowers and colors with her. A visual representation of homes without women. This is really sad, but also wholesome. You know, it could be that she did all the flowers, or it could be that he doesn't want to do them without her. Would you give up a meal if it meant feeding your dog instead? Yes, no doubt. This isn't funny. This is just a genuine question. Would you guys? I would. Can this be a drawing template? When someone is so hateful, it inspires you to be kinder. When someone is so kind, it actually disgusts you. When I Google the patient's question, because I don't know the answer. Happy to help. Google, why are you encouraging this? Just saw my mum screenshot by herself. They grow up so fast. Mine put YouTube on the TV. You know incognito mode still saves your history, right? Me crying in the shower when my aunt drops an entire piano down the stairs. An entire piano. Was she doing a live action Tom and Jerry or something? Me staring at my red screen during Kahoot and someone yells, "Who got that wrong? I'm so hungry, I could eat a horse." I'd be like, "He's preying on my downfall," as if I don't make self-destructive life decisions. POV, you forgot to close the toilet lid when showering. Girl, did you rub your face on the toilet or something? I'm so confused. Not you blaming the toilet. COVID proved if there was a zombie apocalypse, 99% of you would hide your zombie bites when you're hungry. But there's only ingredients. Joy, watching the fake scenarios in people's mind before going to sleep. I haven't found a method I enjoy yet. No, I just have the attention span of a dog. You'll know how to kiss when it happens. That's the biggest lie ever. Don't listen to them. Loki had to get my grandma to teach me. Me, age 12, shedding some hair in the shower and convincing myself I have cancer. I never did this. I don't think people do this. Did you guys do this? Me, trying my best not to react after my barber's meat just touched my arm mid-trim. Once it went in my mouth on accident. How life is when you're not racist, transphobic, sexist, etc. I'm all of these. Here, guess I'm too skibbity for your Ohio. I usually say that I'd touch you, but I'm afraid you might enjoy it when you're on a cruise and see a raft waving, so they turn the ship around to find out it's pirates, so we leave them. I knew pirates were real and still active, but I didn't know their boats were so lame. Quitting asthma because I don't want it anymore. Bro is using the TikTok method to teach. POV. You've been in bed since 10:30, pretending to sleep, and now it's 2 a.m. When I realized the dream I had 2 days ago is about to take place in this exact moment. The Aztecs, when nothing happens after sacrificing their children. Me getting a 3,500 calorie meal, but it's okay because I got a Diet Coke to go with it. Me checking every couple of months just in case I got bitten in my sleep or something. My mum's beige flag is that she raw dogs every flight, no matter how long. This is her on a 9-hour flight. No iPad, no headphones, no book. At least she's comfy. Go, girl. I was just a hater, but I was a correct hater. When someone I had a bad gut feeling about turns out to be a bad person, so I was never just a hater. I told her, I don't like feet. Now she keeps putting them in my face to annoy me. That's just game. Game is game. Here's my old age hamster, because he didn't die in some random way. Bro is desperately trying to get crushed between those couch cushions, because if he didn't die in a tragic accident, he doesn't go to Valhamster. When I hear about that girl that has no effect on my life anymore, but her name puts me into fight or flight mode. This was me, but she died, now I'm scared she's haunting me. No way. Just to go with her ramen, about to perform for 20,000 people in London. Hi, your song saved me. I've been suffering from a severe depression episode when Karma/Choose Your Fighter came on the radio. I got out of my bed for the first time in 3 weeks to turn it. When you spend hours writing, editing, and filming videos, and then a slime channel steals them. My boyfriend sleeps so politely. It's giving casket ready. Forgetting stuff with ADHD feels like you are a sim, and someone keeps cancelling your actions and adding new ones. Trying to kill the beetle in my room, but suddenly it starts talking about how I acquired my father's temper and my mother's hunger for destruction. Do you have teeth? Nah, because why does murdering people and then dismembering them in a remote location feel so illegal sometimes? You've done it more than once? You've done it at all, I mean? Wait, hold on. When you're having a hot shower and get to experience your fart in high definition. Nothing like smelling your own cooking. Pookie, you said you were in my walls. Where are you? How Peppa Pig feels after calling Daddy Pig fat. Acting as if she isn't as obese as him at 4 years old. Why are we beefing with Peppa? Where are those 10-year-olds with their carpet cleaning accounts at now? They got into carpet cleaning high school. I was in tears from laughing at the Duran Duran concert because they kept putting this wolf filter on unsuspecting audience members. Like, what is going on? Bro probably can't name 3 Calvin Klein songs. Calvin Klein and Calvin Klein's Klein, making sure my daughter gets all the love and attention so she doesn't fall for your raggedy son. I could never name my daughter Laura. My child will not spawn with El Aura. Dentists, after looking at your teeth for 30 seconds, saying a few battleship coordinates, and telling you to brush better. The 10 minutes I spend on my phone before falling asleep are the best 3 hours of my day. Girls, when they see a drug addict with no future but has fluffy hair and is 6'4". Petco, trying to stop me from teaching the parrots the N-word. Imagine drinking this at 3 a.m. You would never need to drink again. When your homie says, English or Spanish? But he starts moving and goes behind you. I just move out and let him have the house. If I find that thing in my house, take the place, I'm gone. Bye-bye. How do I clean a burnt pot? I actually don't know. Not like that. Y'all really think Jesus want to come back and see a million crosses all over the place? You are going to give him PTSD. Since quitting not safe for work content, my husband intimacy and feels more present. This TikTok was supposed to be about her husband quitting not safe for work, but all Twitter's talking about is their baby on the phone. Bro, that baby is doing stuff. Let him baby. POV, you were in the bath and it fell through the kitchen while all of your family were there. Lol, I'm getting free candy and you aren't. I have no idea what's going on with my life. I'm just in charge of the music. Women will say this to you with a straight face and then make fun of you for praying. You're going to program your crystal. Trying to bond with my male cat, but I don't know what men do for fun, so I just took him to Home Depot. Me, looking at my mum when she tells one of her friends that I like to draw anime. My genuine reaction to someone mentioning I have work every day for the rest of my life. The hell is this zesty fish? Blood got the wrong bait. Me and Heaven explaining what a Fortnite Battle Pass is to a Roman citizen who was crucified for stealing a loaf of bread when your 97-year-old billionaire wife starts coughing. Oh no! Napping isn't enough. I need to be put in a 6-month coma. How teenagers feel when they don't have the physique of a 30-year-old man on steroids. My husband has been on my nerves all day, so I poured water in front of the refrigerator, and he spent the rest of his day looking for the leak. Your cells completely regenerate every 7 years. Tomorrow, Zane will have a body that was never in one direction. Directioners are the funniest people on earth. Do you have Aries placements? No, I have autism. Virgo time. Girl, what? No BPD. I'm never deleting TikTok. How I feel when I decide to be brave and try to join in on the conversation, but no one heard me. Pull out a gun, lay it on the table, and repeat yourself calmly, yet firmly. When I was 6, I straight up killed my little sister, and the courts were just like, oh, this is like, fine. Like it's accidental, not even manslaughter. And sealed the record like it was nothing. My family doesn't talk about it. Why is she standing like a medical diagram of the human body? One of my favorite types of TikToks is 16-year-old boys messing around in their mum's closet when she isn't home. Why my mum got these big flat screen shaders? Is his mum Garnet from Steven Universe? French people on their way to eternal suffering because they exist. This also applies to the British. What do you mean? Bro, we're literally born here. So, at least I'm not fully British. Yeah, you're right. Being fully British would suck. I don't trust no one named Chris, because if Chris crossed applesauce, what do you think he would do to you? If killing people is wrong, then why do we kill people that kill people? Because I guess sometimes 2 wrongs can make a right. I don't know. GS5. What the hell is a GS5? Showing Rose and Winston. What happens to the sugar gliders that act up? They see the eyes of their brothers and sisters. What does amen mean? Like, is it slay? I literally have never been more obsessed with the comment. Me in the shower, waiting peacefully for my conditioner to sit in for 2 minutes. Nobody. Literally nobody. Meh. Like Barker, my I can't do this anymore. Me neither. You get $1,000 per person you annoy. What is the fastest way you can become a billionaire? I'm autistic, lol. This is gonna be a breeze. The tomato I took off my burger, watching me put ketchup in it. When he kicks you out of his dorm because you said Gatabayo when he took his pants off. Me chasing my wife on all fours after she only entered 3 digits while ordering pizza. Stay back, kitten. There is a beta nearby trying to steal your drumstick. No fear. Alpha will protect you. Awoo, my hero. Anything to protect me staring at the active now. Why was the name Bob literally the funniest thing in the world to kids between 2008 to 2017? What collective psychosis caused us all to find that name so funny? You could have said Billy Bob Joe, and people would poop their pants laughing. Stop treating your body like you've got a spare one in the closet. Deep fried cigarette when you're eating eggs, and it starts tasting like you're eating eggs. Rich. I have been diagnosed with schizophrenia. I ain't reading all that. Hello. I ain't reading all that. OMG Blue Leaf. Are you the Blue Leaf from Pinterest? You ain't reading all that too. That's William Afton. Just looked that up and I'm having a fright. Curtis with a pride flag at tonight's show. Comfort character. Character? He's a person. There is a giant orb in the sky that you are not allowed to make direct eye contact with, and you don't question that. Mentally ill people are actually very interesting. When I'm picking up my son from school, and I see him making the Latina girl laugh and hit him in the arm. What does hitting in the arm mean? Domestic violence. Women don't be presidents because they're emotional creatures. Therefore, they will throw a tantrum because their Starbucks order is wrong. Me, when I'm president, and my Starbucks order is wrong, so I drop nukes on innocent citizens. POV. You opened a femboy nightclub in Athens. I like dominant women, not because I'm submissive, but because I'm kind of autistic, and they're direct with what they want. Bro thought it was a glider. Me, turning off my alarm at 5 because I was a little too motivated last night. When you gamble, you can win 2000% of your money, but you can only lose 100%. You do the math. Me, when I realize I used, not gonna lie, for real, you, and by the way, in the English exam, let me out, I won't be racist anymore. Why was this cat being racist? When you and bro are arguing and he says, name one time and now suddenly my memories have been wiped. Me at my big girl job, knowing damn well I can't spell believe. Necessary, Wednesday, or definitely. I can't wait to grow up. It's the dumbest thing I ever said. Realizing I'll never dress better than an old Japanese man who's not into fashion. Grams is going fishing. That's some dedication right there. My girlfriend dumped me, so I stole her wheelchair. Guess who came crawling back? How many aura points did I lose when I actually went to the school counselor to talk about what's going on with my life? 10. But you also gained 100 for taking care of yourself when you're having a good time. But then remember, if you died randomly, who would tell your online friends? I mean, if I died randomly, I think you guys would know, because I would stop posting. When I realize our future 2060 president is probably watching Skibidi Toilet right now. Me holding in my cough during class, because I've already used 3 of my trial coughs before I start getting side eyes. 3? No, I think 3 is too much. I think you get 2 trial coughs. 3? I'm not eating Gojo's special sauce. I lied. I don't like the deed. You're here to help me organize all of my Pokemon cards. No. Locking up the chips is outrageous. This is your sign to quit being depressed and put on some white girl music and get drunk this weekend. Focus on the star. Why was there some blue thing blocking me from seeing the star? Bro, that was kinda cute. Thinking about that time my ex wanted to go to couples therapy. So I paid my friend to pose as a therapist and she gaslit him the whole time. Isn't it funny how sharks can smell blood? Dogs can smell drugs, but some humans can't smell themselves when they need deodorant. You just said the funniest thing I ever heard, but it's a heat wave, so nothing is funny till my butt crack is fully dry. Rome wasn't built in a day. Guys, watching a group of middle-aged Hispanic construction workers build an exact replica of Rome in 7 hours. POV, it's 1888. A saloon fight is getting heated, and this banger comes on. Homie has been reverse mewing. This wasn't funny, but you're fine. That one time I was told I was a shot of espresso, but it auto-corrected to, do you send? Well damn. Me personally, I would never take that level of disrespect. Introduction. It's written by anyone besides the author. It's just some guy glazing the author for 19 pages. For real, like, I can do that myself. Christians, stop performing exorcisms. The demon has entered the human body, and it's not your right to terminate it. Life begins at possession. TikTok has surpassed Tumblr. Okay, TikTok, you win this round. When a boomer woman says, boys are easy to raise, but my generation has been out him mothering their adult sons. Dracula's gay cousin. I arch my bacula. The Earth doesn't orbit the sun. We actually orbit the sun along with the other planets. Like, come on, it's 1200. I thought we were past this. Howard is calling. Not Harvard, Howard. Why are Pinterest commenters so unfunny though? Pokemon is the best though. He's so aerodynamic. Where are his ears? Me, after finding out the anime kid in my school drew not safe for work of me and my twin sister. How my genie looks at me when I ask for unlimited 2017 mango jewel pods instead of world peace. When his kink is pulling hair. Breakfast for a real man. When I calculate the time I have left to sleep to see how messed up I am tomorrow. POV, you unplug the beeping things at the hospital and all the patients start sleeping better. Now I know why my dad chose alcohol over us. It's kind of fun. When everyone's mad about how fast summer is going by, but you're ready for the holidays and cold weather anyway. Getting complimented in public is so weird. I can't reply with an emoji. Bro's having drama in the group chat. The crackheads say, I can't get high today because I'm broke. No, they make it happen. Don't let a crackhead hustle harder than you. If drinking is bad, why does it stop my shaking? My face, after I tried to sleep but accidentally opened my eyes and now my sleep progress is at 0 again. Hey guys, I somehow forgot what the 4th of July fireworks look like. Do you think you could each post 5 to 10 45-minute videos of them on your story tomorrow? Thank you. Me, after saying all day, when I get home, I'm gonna be on that grind. And when I get home, I'm suddenly paralyzed and unable to do anything. I'm an expert at having a really funny story to tell, and then wording it badly enough that it's not funny anymore. When the post DoorDash clarity hits, and you're just sitting there, $30 poorer and unsatisfied. What if alcohol was addicted to me, and I'm just a victim? Did you ever think of that? I'm scared to go to therapy. What if they fix me, and I'm not fun anymore? When you decide to do a closet clean out, but you lose motivation halfway, so you just sit in the pile of stuff you don't want to keep. When the post-yep clarity hits, and you just stand there in complete cringe and disappointment because you've spoken too much. When you want coffee, but don't want to make it or get up. or be awake, or be your age, or have a job, or have responsibilities, or be alive. When life is getting so boring that not even using your phone is fun to use anymore. Me, trying to act mysterious, knowing damn well I meow back at cats. Guys will draw this and call it weirdcore. How do I explain this to my teacher? When someone uses kilometers per hour instead of eagles per cheeseburger. When the situation is so bad, you had to make a Damn, I think I do have a Quora account. 8-year-old me, when I learned about the Bermuda Triangle and thought it would be a regular issue in my life. Same with quicksand and the sun exploding. Babysitting this kid and he comes up to me and shows me a bag of M&Ms. What the hell is this? Got mad at Winston for pooping in my bed and he said, holding on to your anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Just being a goofball in my car. Couldn't even edge to this. I exploded immediately. Clean up on eye on my pants. Can't wait for my flight. Wait, you look oddly familiar. Guys, imagine if when the anime ended and we all went outside. When someone posts a cringy video and you run to the comments, but the comments are all nice, and you realize maybe you are the problem. When I'd hold my farts in at school and you could hear my stomach bubbling, until one day I coughed and it got really quiet and my jeans were so tight it was just a big bubble going up my back. I dropped out after this. My Roman Empire is the fact I thought I would marry my ex, so I found a website to write him letters from the past with predictions of where our future selves would be. He dumped me and I forgot the password, so he will be receiving them on every birthday and anniversary for the next 10 years. I hope you stopped at like 40 years old. If it goes to 100. But then he never is happy and then he realizes, wow, I messed up. What is it like growing up in Alaska? Well, one time in high school, a dead whale washed up on our local beach and it literally became the hottest hangout spot in town. People would host bonfires, go for walks, even picnics by this whale. I would get messages like 9 PM, hang out by the dead whale, for the months it was there. When I was 12, I baked cookies and brought them to school for my crush. Turns out I wasn't aware he was allergic and had added them to the cookies, so after he finished eating the cookies, he just died in the middle of the class. Rest in peace. What? Crying over the fact that I intentionally kicked the hell out of a bullfrog because I thought it was a rock and it was at 12 AM and dark out and I was distracted by talking to my friends. I am a terrible person and 100% deserve all of my childhood trauma. Somehow, some way, Ronald Reagan is behind this. To the girls I called crazy for acting some type of way about their mans. I'm sorry, I was just gay and couldn't understand why you cared so much about a male. Literally. A week ago, I was talking to a friend of a friend. Me and him were talking and then he said, wow, you're actually pretty cool. I was going to something horrible to you, but it's cool that I don't have to do that now. No one's saying that, no way. Me, preparing to risk my entire relationship to make an extremely distasteful joke to my innocent girlfriend for the sole purpose of me being annoying, and seeing her annoyed is genuinely amusing to me. So this was the cake I got for my 20th. I was supposed to share it in last video when it actually was my birthday on the 22nd. This video is probably going to come out on the 24th, but yeah, or later actually. I just thought I'd show this. It's pretty funny. I tried to make it like the you've aged meme because someone actually gave me this idea and I did it. So whoever gave me this idea for a birthday cake, thank you. Worst ways to eat a fruit by the foot. Wrong answers only. When your situation is so messed up, you can't find it on Reddit or Quora. She wants to come in here and annoy me so bad. My sister and my dog are the only valid members of my family. The Roomba is valid too, I guess, but it's on thin ice. What did the Roomba do? Tried to eat my sock? What's even the origin of this image? Like, why was he tied up outside? Gen Z has forgotten about stock images. Now that I think about it, how are stock image photos even taken? Gen Z has forgotten about cameras. Gen Z has forgotten about sight. Gen Z has forgotten. Gen Z has, what was I saying? The biggest yellow Skittle I've ever seen. Tyler, that is an egg yolk. Ew, why does it have teeth? Those are seeds. History repeats itself. Please delete this. I sent my boyfriend flowers on DoorDash and it was worth it just for the picture. He looks very pleased. New, NASA predicts an asteroid will pass close to Earth the day before the election. Alright everyone, when I say lean, you lean. To be clear, we are trying to get hit. Date went well, except for the one moment she showed me her sketchbook, and it was this, and I sat there in genuine shock for a good minute. How did you meet your partner? She was a hostage at a gas station I was robbing. Long story short, I told her I would find her after I surrender and serve time. 3.5 years later, and I kept my promise. What? It's always funny to me when really good artists like my work, because I feel like I'm over here making stir fry in my pajamas, and Gordon Ramsay just walked in and asked if he could have some. Like, sure sir, feel free, but what the hell? I hate it when people ask me to explain my thought process. Like, hell if I know. What's going on in that head of yours? Nothing I want to be a part of. You fought well. No! This tweet is still so funny to me. You could say your mum died and then Discord admins would be like, this is not the funeral channel. My full cup of milk that made the cup look upside down. Drink driving is the new committing arson in the safe edgy community. Except I'm not a poser. Posers ruined the booze cruising scene on God. Why does no one like my burgers? Get out of my kitchen. This is the part where you run away. I have the pleasure of sitting behind a boy in my graphics class who makes masterpieces. What is the formula of area of circle? You've been asking a lot of questions. Don't you attend classes? The little green wizard is annoying because he pesters retail and service workers. I worked at retail for years and would have been delighted if a little wizard came into my store. I married a tech bro this week. I'm officially a tech wifey. Here's the top 10 worst things about marrying a tech bro. I married my husband this week. Here's just 10 of the reasons he sucks. Mildly interesting. These two trucks have the same bed length. I just bought my first house, and it's haunted by an armchair. You wake up one day with the ability to freeze time at will for as long as you want with no repercussions. What's the first thing you do with your newfound powers? Take a nap? You just woke up. Take a nap? Last one out day or night. Please turn off the lights. Concerning this door, please close it off or you will experience the moth. Experience the moth. Europe has such a goat shape. Instantly recognizable, one of the best outlines of a continent, maybe ever. All of Earth's continents are instantly recognizable because there's only 6 of them. Is IKEA moving beyond the physical store? Am I finally gonna be able to astral project into the IKEA in the 5th dimension? You guys been to IKEA? Been there, not physically. All the girls I dated in 2001. Dude, why'd you turn them into shoes? That's so messed up. Sentient lint. If you sneezed on this thing, it would instantly disintegrate into a puff of dust. I had a dream about this symbol last night and can't find it anywhere. Gonna find out where this guy lives and carve this into things around his area. The nurse who just killed me with a drug error 25 minutes before getting in her Jeep Wrangler and open mouth kissing her pit mix. Lost a patient today. POV. You start crawling 3 times per week, and now your posture is improving, your arms are more muscular, and your upper back pain is gone. Thanks, I tried this and my wife left me. I left my husband because he started crawling. Do not camp here. A hole where you'll freeze to death. Why would I camp to somewhere named hole where you will freeze to death? Yeah, I'm going to go on a camping trip to the hole where you'll freeze to death. No, I won't be back soon. Russian plumber doesn't know why people stare at him on the street. He should just stay in his house then. There should be an app where you can rent a middle-aged man to go with you anytime you have to take your car to get serviced. So that way they don't make up stuff for you to pay for. Used to be called a husband back in the olden days. Don't be a loser and diddle on your laptop at home. Come diddle on your laptop at this fast-paced, energetic environment. I rate superpowers in fiction by how easily they could be defeated by a random hillbilly with a shotgun. If the hillbilly wins, the power sucks. Why would Amazon do this? Driver is on drugs and has a gun. We told him you're an evil dragon. Drake announces he is stepping away from music to focus on his stomach issues. His little tummy hurt. No, Drake. Stuck between psychological horror statement and objectively the funniest thing you could say to your real flesh and blood dad in the Father's Day card aisle. Dad, there's no one I'd rather slowly turn into. You're like a dad to me. My dad hates being my accountant. Transcription. Ben, stop texting me your Taco Bell receipts for tax purposes. In no way are cantina chicken tacos a write-off. Why being dead isn't an aesthetic, a thread. I haunted the house. Go screw yourself, for real. I can't with these people anymore. I hate you all from the bottom of my heart. Babe, are you okay? You've not opened your Heinz sauce selection. Visual representation of how I like my women. Nice and sweet, but a little tweaked. This would have went double platinum on Tumblr. I think Kiribati just gave up when it came time to name cities. Fine, you're not invited. Banana, London, Paris, Poland. These are called witches' stairs. Allegedly, witches can't climb up them. You will occasionally find them in old New England homes. Yes, I imagine they are quite good at killing old women. The previous owner of this textbook left this gem behind. Punk scientist kicked out of classical symphony concert for crowd surfing. A sentence I never thought I would read. What the hell is this? If I pick up, am I gonna hear Alexander Graham Bell on the other line going, hello, hello? The opening to this email is so hysterical to me, I'm almost open to being swindled. You've been hacked. You have an outstanding payment. Hello, pervert. I want to inform you that is not my house. You left the food at the gas station? Absolutely. Pray for my sister. Nothing is wrong with her. She's just ghetto. Look at what she's doing to her wall. FedEx just fired me for no reason. And they sent me this picture. The Pokemon merch designers are getting too powerful. Youth culture is feeling like if you don't succeed by 25, someone will literally come to kill you. I've never identified with something more than this. It's gonna be the Duolingo bird too. What do these colors remind you of? I heavily dislike these colors. Bowser, that's also the color of your hair and scales. I hate myself. I no longer have need of a wizard. The castle has not been attacked for 50 years. Bro, who do you think cast the circle of protection? I work cybersecurity. This is like half my job. Antidepressants. Yep, these are all works of wizards. Boss texted me. I appreciate you staying out of the drama in the office. I literally have no idea what she's talking about. And you're doing a fantastic job at it. Lower class. Wife doesn't work. Middle class. Wife works. Upper middle. Wife doesn't work. Upper class. Wife runs a small business that loses 10k a month. Whole Foods Market. 4 out of 5. Nice sterile environment. The chocolate milk is strikingly overpriced and at the same time very easy to steal. Another of God's little tests. I lost 125 pounds and decided to get a divorce. Woman who changed her life after she saw a Bigfoot is suing California after National Park officials says it was just a bear. There is a lot going on in this headline. Grandma's year of the rabbit photo. Grandma's year of the dragon photo. She's so goofy and funny. Anxiety has been really bad for the past few days. Haven't slept. Here is a picture of one of my Wii shelves. The success of all these games proved that players want to be humans facing waves of inhumane enemies fighting for the glory of humanity. Here are the numbers from 10 to 100 in alphabetical order. How old were you when you were diagnosed with autism? Average windy day in some alternate reality. Is that a jelly bean? Family discovers live frog in unopened package of triple washed organic spinach. He took a bath 3 times. His name is Organic Spinach, the cleanest frog in Michigan. It's like a free prize in a cereal box. A massive fire has broke out at the original Buc-ee's building Monday morning. Texas has fallen. You brake checked me? My baby is car seatless, rolling around the floor like a water bottle, and you brake checked me? Does he know the impact his terrible selfie would have? Imagine going to prison and your cellmate is Chud Jack. Men's fashion is boring. Okay, explain this then. Boo-inspired outfit. It's so hard being young and fun. Your bedtime tonight. Your ideal bedtime is 10:45 to 11:45. Last night you went to bed at 4:30 AM. Spotted this chair today at Goodwill for $5. Looks like something right out of The Simpsons. Caption just made me violently angry. 99 hours in a week. I'm unstoppable. You're a victim, not a cop. Lol, anyone just outrun a police officer on 1st Street? Let's meet up so I can congratulate you. Lol, who robbed the gas station on 5th Street? So funny. Send me your coordinates. One of the perks working in a bat sanctuary is that you can wear a necklace of sleeping baby bats. They look like little mice. Please explain any gaps in your employment. Answer size should be 1024 characters or less. Desired salary, infinity. New strat. When I was a kid, my grandpa was a Great Depression survivor, and he wouldn't waste any amount of food. So he taught me I had to eat the apple core, and I started eating the whole apple in grade school, and the kids called me horse boy. Why are younger generations embracing the retro game revival? Because retro games are awesome. An ancient artifact of the Homeric age. People forget how big The Simpsons were back in the day. Being prompted to vault over the grave of my daughter is diminishing the emotional resonance of the scene somewhat. You have to get over death one way or another. Wakanda forever. Disney logging into a dead guy's account to plug their new movie. This is sad. Screw zodiac signs. What's the best shade of green? I like lime. I love lime. So last hour my teacher got so mad at everyone. He threw a desk across the room out of rage and almost hit a kid. It didn't help that a piece of the desk broke off, and the kid picked it up and asked him if he could keep it as a souvenir of his near-death experience. Results of increasing the resolution of Minecraft icons. It's 2 men, and they're jacked. The outfit of a future licensed psychologist. Don't forget us when you have your degree. Oh, don't worry, you guys will be my clients. Apple employee who worked for the Vision Pro gets a nice gift. Choking on my own rage here. Oh nice, they gave you a photo. You've teleported to 44 BCE Rome in your everyday street clothes. You're brought before Caesar and he believes you might be from the future, hoping to bring him fortune. One day he questions you, asking, "How do I die?" Surrounded by friends. Caesar, as he's getting stabbed and remembers. Here's a bedroom closet design we should put in a lot more US apartments. Do you like this? Today I learned this was a photo and not a computer-generated image, and this is the context behind it. This is pretty cool. What immediately tells you that a person wasn't raised right? Men, I make 6 figures. The 6 figures. That's still 6 figures, what do you mean? Your brine isn't fully developed until 25. This is what your brine looks like at age 24. Leak Water Bill suggests J. Cole showers daily with hot water. Do you still view him as humble? Grimes left, the king of SpaceX. Her kids must hate her. They probably want to spend all their time with Mr. Tesla. Elon Musk admitted under threat of perjury that this is his burner account, showing my blood places it's never seen before. The world outside my body. Hospital, dragon, garlic girl. Seeing OP's name killed me immediately. Lesser known waifus. You will never live on a boat city. Why is our planet so boring and stupid? Because you sit in a dimly lit room and experience none of it. I am going to make the first underwater city. I'm going to name it Memelantis. The European mind cannot comprehend this. So much is going on. I can't comprehend this. One of the greatest inventions of the .com area. They still sell these damned things for almost $100, even now 20 years later. $100 for a calculator. What? Rip Mike, I guess. Autopsy Club, meeting Saturday open mic night. Asked the bartender at my resort to make me his favorite drink, and he gave me this. Mike Tyson once offered a zookeeper $10,000 to open the gate so he could go in the pen and fight the gorilla who was bullying the other primates. Tyson's offer was turned down. I know why this is here, but it will never not be funny. Bribes. If you receive a bribe, include it in your income. So the shower perch fell off the wall today, and Mia got a bit more water than she bargained for. Is meatball a fruit? Fake Post Malone account. Love until you can't love anymore. That's when the good things in life happen. Actual Post Malone. No way, Post Malone made a post? Gorillas can be killed by landmines placed along forest paths. I was reading Wikipedia about threats to gorilla conservation, and I am deeply ashamed to admit that the mental image upon reading that a gorilla could step on a landmine made me laugh. Why does this read like a patch note? In recent events of the zoo losing the clouded leopard, it reminded me of the time I went to a large petting zoo, and that was a free roaming little black sheep. Cutest little guy I ever saw. So I went to the zookeeper nearby and said, I think it's really cute how you have a sheep that's allowed to just walk around. Then the zookeeper's eyes widened and he grabbed his walkie-talkie and ran. Not a good sign. This zookeeper is hauling his butt. Ghosted on a date like a week ago. She hits me today with one of the worst messages I have ever received from anyone in my life. Alright, kind of a weird question for you. Alright, I'll try to think of a weird answer. So if I hosted a bachelor party and a bunch of guys over, and you each had 5 minutes to chat with me, and at the end of the night I pick one of you and everyone else gets eliminated, would you be interested? I could make some brownies and snacks, I will get drinks and drugs, and we could play games and you could meet some other dudes, maybe make some friends and end up with me. That sounds fun, but I think I'll pass. Studies, conducted in my home, have shown that when you sing your cat a little song about how much you love them, they understand exactly what you're saying, and they feel it in their little heart. The locals in the mall where the wizard guy, Crowley, films his TikToks, started putting these signs. The American mind cannot comprehend Japanese subway cleanliness. You guys aren't even aware of how inconsiderate and dirty people are in the States until you see a culture that isn't. And in the UK, this should just be a standard though. This guy is going to take is that a drug? I don't know. Come back in a few months to make an even worse. I don't know what this even is. This is the best compliment I've ever gotten. Hello, your recent blood tests were normal. In fact, it looks like your recent testosterone levels were elevated. Are you using any over-the-counter or prescription testosterone supplements? Sincerely, Dr. Fields. If you ever have someone about to kill you, just shout out, then you'll never find my secret treasure. Trust me, it works. What if they say, I'm a One Piece fan? Trust me, I'll never know, and then kill you. If you lose to a One Piece fan, then you deserve to die. Lost my job as a bridge troll because my riddles were weirdly personal. And why are your ankles like that? Isn't a riddle? Did a 15-minute dopamine fast. Felt like hell. I cannot imagine what a 6-hour fast must feel like. Actual nonsense. You mean you sat there and did nothing for 15 minutes? Like you can't meditate for any amount of actual time? Boring our existence, we're the Family Guy. It is rare that my job is legitimately fun, but today I get to take the deposition of a person who does not know that they are trying to hide $821,000 in a bank account that they didn't disclose in their court affidavits. I really do look short. Oh my, I hate being 5'3". 5'3", suspiciously familiar background. Jerma has said many times he could be anyone in a fursuit. If it wasn't obvious it was him, this might be Jerma. Just in case you doubted, I was really in California. Glad they got that jaw thing sorted and can eat solid food now. 300 years ago, mate. Just let it go. You can log onto this website and get ratioed by the Holy Roman Emperor. One of my favorite things ever is that a man loved his wife so much, when he saw her wet footprints on the stair after her bath, he had them woven into the carpet so they would be there forever. She walked funky as hell. He's just got a foot fetish. Corporations don't care about us. Explain this. Anton, thank you for your energy that led us to getting $2 million in sales this summer. Your shine is bright and your enthusiasm is refreshing. Enjoy this treat. The name though, for those who don't speak Spanish. Mishi is Kitty. L is the ending for a lot of angel names. Gabriel, Miguel, Michael, etc. I believe L is a name for God, in Hebrew maybe. So it's a way of saying they're angels of God. Why are the citizens of Bikini Bottom so prone to violence? They're ready to form a mob at any given moment. I mean, Bubble Buddy was understandable. He poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague onto our houses. He did? No, but are we just gonna wait around until he does? Guys, what's your biggest fumble? Worked at a local diner, where I did the graveyard shift as a cook, and had a goth girl as the waitress. She would get hit on constantly, and reject every single person. One day, I asked her what type of guys she was into, and she said, the type of guy who calls me mama, can cook a burger at 2 AM, and only works at a local diner. And my reply was, oh, that's silly. After a long shift, she asked if I can give her a ride home, and so I did. And she had me walk her right up to her door and asked me, do you want some of what mama made last night? And my reply was, no thanks, I'm stuffed, and walked to my car. Ugh, that's natural selection. 1 star. Don't bother calling for takeout. They put you on hold and never come back. Sorry for your inconvenience. The server taking your order had a seizure while doing so and couldn't complete the process. When you showed up to retrieve your order and it was not ready, even though there was an ambulance in front of the restaurant and we were tending to the medical emergency at hand, we offered to complete your order at that time. I am sorry that you declined and chose to complain in a public forum. Server, has seizure. That man. I missed the part where that's my problem. Help! His bean fell off! I don't know what the hell has been posted on Instagram or Facebook, but for some reason the other day my parents were talking about toe beans. And they were telling me, John, you know about toe beans? Look it up, because we have dogs. Toe bean. I don't know, man. Facebook, you're brain rotting everyone. Aggressive morning texts from my grandpa. This stuff's got me feeling superb. Way better than that Gatorade stuff you drink with your weak punk friends. Want to crush triceps today? No. You have 0 arm definition. This is still one of the funniest images I've ever seen. It's funny now. It won't be funny in a year when it's back up, and it'll be funny in another year when it's back down again. And then over 10 years, this won't be funny at all. It'll actually be sad because he should have deposited more. Me puts on hand sanitizer. A cut I never knew existed. I always be overthinking these. Yes, because I don't know. Is it a traffic light or not? When you're already angry and this wants to happen, younger me gets annoyed at computer being slow. My brain, bite it, told the joke first versus told the joke louder. The amount of liquid I spill out of the bowl. The amount of liquid I find under the bowl. You get a free 1-month subscription. Please enter the credit card information. Getting to sleep peacefully. My body doing that weird falling thing. Sharpens my pencil for a good 30 seconds. My pencil right when it touches my paper. Me does something. My mind 3 seconds later. Did you do it though? My eyes. Follows a mosquito around the room. Mosquito. Peace. This annoys me way much more than it should. It annoys me, but then I'm like, it's good for the environment. My ancestors watching me choke on my own saliva. Me trying to zip my coat. A tiny bit of fabric. Getting socks at age 21. Getting socks at age 7. Me in a nice quiet and calm room. My ears ringing for no reason. When the shower is at its hottest temperature, but it's still not hot enough. I want it to burn my skin. So getting kicked in the balls full force is $52 and childbirth is $57. Lies. Deception. Me opens marker without touching it. My fingers. When you want to use an arrow key to fast forward the video, but it actually increases the volume. I give you the 6 infinity stones of annoying. Manual breathing. Your nose itching. Manual blinking. Itch in your crack. Your jaw resting. Feeling your tongue in your mouth. Me when I don't talk. Wait, am I boring? Me when I talk. Wait, am I annoying? Beep, beep. Your hot bowl of cold food is ready. TikTok. Carefully creating the most annoying robot voices humanity has ever heard. You find a good result for glasses PNG. It's not a PNG. My bed when I have 1,000 things I have to do. My bed when I can finally sleep peacefully. No matter matter what, that one stain never comes off. When you write an entire paragraph and they just respond with okay. Types of headaches: migraine, hypertension, stress. When you stand up too fast. Me, watching a simple tutorial. Tutorial, now press this button to continue. Me, can't find the button anywhere. This symbol basically means you've been friend-zoned by the Wi-Fi. It's there, but it's not going to give you anything. The loudest sounds on Earth: concert speakers, fireworks, gunfire, blue whale, space shuttle, babies on airplane. When someone says they woke up earlier than you, like they're special. Bro, was that necessary? Me, trying to press the X button on a mobile ad. The App Store. The world, if we felt mosquitoes landing on our skin. When you're about to throw up, but you close your mouth and now the acids are burning your throat. Hey, can you pass me my drink, please? Okay. Who asked? Did I ask? Okay. The most annoying thing people can say out of nowhere. How do I get rid of bad autocorrect? That's the meat part. You don't. 6-year-old me. After my dad puts a kid-proof doorknob on the door handle. Let me in. Movie protagonist sneaks into building. Security guards. It's nap time. When you're walking your dog at night and he suddenly stops and stares into the empty darkness. Then he starts growling. Anyone else be seeing these things floating around in your eyes? How the hell did you get a picture of this? When you notice there is a hair on your screen. When you see that YouTube is now putting multiple ads in a row on videos. Me, skips a YouTube ad. Second video ad. You are in a deep sleep. The leg muscles suddenly start cramping. My voice in my head. My voice in real life. My voice in recordings. Why is there braille on the number pads on vending machine when they can't see the numbers for the food? My landlord explaining why rent is going up 50% after a fresh coat of paint. When you flush the toilet, but that one little piece doesn't go away. Listen here, you little poop. When your ear pops and then it gets blocked again. Me, listens to a song. Some 6-year-old. Oh, that's a TikTok song. They stole it from TikTok. Shut. So this is from a fly's POV. You fly next to the hairless monkey's big light to annoy them. They grab you out of the air faster than you can get away. They start squeezing. Shut up about American stereotypes or I'll shoot you. No one. People in gas station bathrooms. So the scale of white, black, Asian, gay, straight people, and then people who put items they don't want in the wrong section at the supermarket. Me, peacefully trying to sleep. Some random dude with a motorcycle at 3 AM. I am speed. Little kids, act like a normal person. Be the most annoying thing ever. Do you not remember when you were a kid though? This is just being a kid. This is fine. I was very annoying. Everybody gangster till the slinky gets tangled or your headphone wire. When you're out in public and suddenly get a random wave of sadness and then all your friends are annoying. Everything is loud and you're contemplating why you even exist. So typing out okay, okay, and K. Nobody, that one kid. I am once again asking for a pencil. Literally me. Me when I drink water during daytime. Me when I drink water 1 minute before I go to bed. Kids back then. Why doesn't the restaurant have coloring pages? Kids now. Why doesn't the restaurant have Wi-Fi? Me teaches my cat to use a service bell for food. My cat. When you're closing apps and you accidentally close the music app. Nostalgia be like 2014 and then looking back on 2014. My phone when I touch it with gloves. My phone when a single raindrop falls on the screen. The McDonald's employees are not your maids. When are we going to talk about the fact that having a crush is literally a form of harassment? No, it's not. This sums up my day. Me, happy birthday to you. That one kid. Cha cha cha. Me, I have a very annoying neighbor. Can someone teach me trumpet? That's the best part. You don't need to learn to play the trumpet to annoy them. Just try your best and have fun. Oh wow, you are so right. Thank you. You can tell a lot about a woman's mood by her hands. For example, if she is holding a gun, she's probably angry. Angry teacher. Okay, you keep talking. I'll wait. Class actually keeps talking. The teacher. Item doesn't scan. Me. It's free. Le cashier. Brain cell 1. Say have a nice day. Brain cell 2. Nah, say have a good one. Mouth. Having guys done. That one mosquito in my room. Me. Trying to sleep. Medication commercial. Side effects includes nausea, new or worsening depression, bleeding, or death. People in the commercial. When I'm in a yapping competition and my opponent is the annoying and somehow popular girl at school. Me. Shuts the door of my bedroom to go to the bathroom. My cat's scratching on the door. The receptionist when you show up 5 minutes late to your appointment. The receptionist when they make you wait 20 plus minutes past your appointment. Random dude revs up the engine of their sports car. What they think others feel. If only I had a car like that. What the others actually feel. What an annoying idiot. When you send an email with 2 questions and they only answer 1. When you're leaf blowing and 50% of the leaves fly back at you. I have access to the entire curse word library. When you're telling a story and you realize nobody is paying attention attention to you. Okay, cool, I guess I'll just F myself then. Teacher, tries to simplify something complex. Know-it-all student.
Actually, gives a complicated explanation.
Teacher, listen here. Demi Lovato thinks the term aliens is derogatory to extraterrestrials. Yeah, alright, alien. You're definitely an alien, Demi. When you forgot password again. Enter password. Incorrect password. Incorrect. Forgot password. New password. Can't be old password. Kids in the front of the bus versus kids in the back of the bus. How do I turn the render distance up? You need to make a fog eating machine when you're grocery shopping and see someone you knew from high school. Poor and rich. And teachers who give huge assignments to do during school breaks. Two different types of people. Which one are you? A or B? I am B. If you're A, you're 4 toes watching how you hit the little one on the corner piece of a furniture. Normal dogs. I may not be the strongest, but I will protect my family with my life. Those annoying little dogs. I am the ruler of the earth and all humans are my slaves. Yeah, death is bad, but if you ever zipped up your jacket, but then the bottom of your jacket unzips itself, and then your zipper gets stuck in the middle of your jacket, when you used your hands on hot water, and now they itch uncontrollably. When I can't go to sleep during summer break, literally any other day when I can make up the sleep I missed. That one night that I have to get up early the next day. Reject modernity. Embrace tradition. Getting the wall bang versus getting wall banged. Report suspicious behavior. Dad, when I'm watching YouTube. Watching people play games is so stupid. Also, Dad, this meme has to be old. Watching games is not stupid. This is not a thing. People don't say this. YouTube. Would you like YouTube Premium? Me. No. YouTube. Understandable. Would you like YouTube Premium? TikTok facts. Girls in my class. The actual reason. Types of headaches. Blah, 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 blah. The sound of the fork against the table. When you're in a very bad mood and someone you know talks to you. Detecting problems. Looking for problems. My hair all day versus my hair when I'm about to sleep. Me. Puts on my glasses. Me for the next 5 minutes. Wear glasses. Or when you have a hat and you're looking for your hat. Oh, I'm just been on top of your head the whole time. My annoying little cousin is bragging about how he sleeps in a race car bed. Whatever, you little idiot. I sleep in a real car. I set my alarms extra early to make sure I have enough time to lay in bed and be angry about having to wake up. I do this. Me. Tries to scold my cat for misbehaving. My cat, don't lecture me. You can opener. How to calm an angry woman. You're acting just like my ex. Bad idea. Hey perfectionists, here's an 89-degree angle. No need to thank me. Imagine the sound of someone walking down the street wearing those.
Quap, quap, quap.
How my blanket looks when I tried to find the long side at 1 AM. OMG, the house is on fire. But first, let me take a selfie. When you're a vegan and haven't told anyone in 8 minutes. Random kid in my class comes up to me and closes my MacBook. Me. When the annoying character survives a horror movie. Oh no, he lives. OMG, I haven't seen you in forever. Let's stand in everyone's way and talk about our annoying kids. No one. That one car at 3 AM. When it's almost summer and all the annoying creatures start showing up. Doesn't want Bluetooth. Disables Bluetooth on phone. Bluetooth turns on by itself and connects right after. I would love it if this food heated up evenly. I would love it if you respected my creative process. When you're both typing, so you erase the message to let them speak first, but they do the same. The teacher's copy versus what they give you. I put googly eyes on my trash can, and now it looks concerned whenever it starts getting full. Amazon said it delivered 2 weeks ago. Couldn't find it. Snow finally melted. Half a mile away from house. Luckily had no one sitting in my roof for a 10-hour flight. And then this. My roommate leaves her cat's litter box scoop in our kitchen sink. Swiss town denies passport to Dutch vegan because she is too annoying. Me as a government. Why is this woman wearing a cowbell? What part of too annoying was unclear. Stop making shows dark for the aesthetic. I can't see. Also, stop whispering. I can't hear. Dog lovers, when a cat gets annoyed for being picked up wrong. They are demons, spawns of Satan. Dog lovers, when they see a dog rip someone's face off. Blame the owner, not the dog. No way. Dog owners are nice to cats. They've always been nice to cats, at least in my experience. Okay, you're right. Maybe, but think of it this way. I don't want you talking to me like that. No more of this for a week. When you're a Snell and are halfway across the street, but that annoying girl picks you up and sets you back onto the grass you left 5 hours ago. Me reading my homework again and realizing that I misunderstood the whole thing. With only 10 minutes left until deadline, it's a double-sided paper sheet. Before we get into the video, I'd like to talk about today's sponsor. Yes, my videos are sponsored by my Twitter. Follow me. When you misplace the Lego sticker, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. New password. Your new password cannot be the same as your old password. Yes, that makes total sense. Me enters a quiet room. My ears Finishing homework at 1 AM. This is the most accurate reaction GIF to describe this. Getting annoyed after illegally downloading music when it turns out to be bad quality. This isn't what I didn't pay for. Fruit fly diving straight towards the glass of apple cider vinegar mixed with dish. Bro, what? You torture flies? New level of job application hell just dropped. How do you feel life has worked out for you so far? Please record a short, roughly 2 to 5 minute video response. Hell no. Depression. Stay in bed. You don't have the energy and are incapable of productivity anyway. Anxiety. Get out of it. Too much to do. Y'all harmonize so well. Very lovely. When you're both watching a movie for the first time and they keep asking questions about what's happening. Literally me in the cinema. Do not go to the cinema with me if you don't want to be asked questions. Having been told it's rude to call dinner gross, our 4-year-old is finding increasingly creative ways to express himself. This tastes unlucky to me. This sends my mouth into outer space. That's bad. Cauliflower is. Pinch his fingers together. This much delicious. You told your toddler not to be rude, so now he is developing an incredible skill with sick burns. I write 22 like this, so neither two feel left out. You've got to be the worst kind of heartless person to go around slashing homeless people's tents. How broke are you? If someone robbed me, it would just be practice. Sat through a horrible job interview for an hour, and the guy was like, by the way, this job only pays 30K, so if you're looking for a job that pays better, look elsewhere. So I said, okay, I will. And then he was like, wait, no, this was hours ago and I still feel incredible. Screw you, Microsoft. Screw you, Ubisoft. You're cool, Valve. And screw you, Nintendo. Hi, most annoying person you've encountered here. I noticed this post you wrote in 3 seconds doesn't line up with every experience I've ever had. This is extremely harmful to me, the main character of the universe. Sometimes it's annoying when your character can't jump in a video game, but how often do you jump in real life? Do you even remember the last time you jumped? Is a question I never anticipated, leaving me feeling so hollow and terrified. Mobile ads be like, my mom, I'm already level 1746. This game is too easy. My dad, huh? Why triangle doesn't fit in circle hole? Game too hard. English, not a lot of rules, but a lot of exceptions. German, a lot of rules, but not a lot of exceptions. French, a lot of rules and a lot of exceptions. Celebrating other people's birthdays versus celebrating my own. I don't like my birthday. It's a weird feeling. You're just 1 year closer to death. I'm going to ask you some questions. For everyone you get right, Ulta Beauty will donate $1,000 to breast cancer research. Can't you just donate it no matter what? I don't like Ellen. I don't like you, Ellen. I hope you know that. You just give me weird vibes. I don't know. This is a model of how many Earths can fit inside the sun. Damn, it's gotta be at least 12. New research finds Jupiter is flinging asteroids at Earth. Honestly, do you blame it? The Earth is actually a donut, and the reason the sky is blue is because you see the ocean above you. Zoom, enhance. 4.6 billion light years away versus 10 feet away security camera. Why is this fresh tomato orbiting in space at 4.8 miles per hour? The ultimate clickbait. Why is it so hard to go to the moon or different planets? Like, just build a staircase that goes into the sky. You're hired. Real satellite imagery from NASA. We are killing our planet. No, that's just the United States photoshopped on the moon. No, that's a dying planet. Have some respect. Moons can have moons, and they are called moons. This just cured my depression. Breaking. A black hole 33 billion times bigger than the sun has been discovered. And Carl said, I'll handle this. A hypothetical Mars if it still had water. Firefox, hey look, it's you. Hey look, it's me. Nice try, NASA. Yeah, that's the universe, alright. Do you ever think, perhaps, that the universe we could be living in is simply a brain cell to another living creature? I have been mind screwed. So a brain cell versus the look of the universe. That said, do you ever think, perhaps, that in our brain cells, there are people living like us? The sun, Mercury, my finger, close add button. I don't know what's so sad about the Mars rover dying. I'm gonna die cold and alone too. Difference is, the Mars rover contributed to society. I had to grind for this view. We live on a floating rock in a giant space that has no real end. And you want me to memorize vocabulary words? It's posts like these that make me want to go outside and freak out sometimes. Turkish scientists announce failure of attempt to launch a kebab into space. It fell into the ocean at 35 kilometers. Me, opening the windows to let fresh air in. Everybody else at the International Space Station. You are here. This is a picture from the Curiosity rover on Mars, showing Earth from the perspective of Mars. You are literally looking at your home from the perspective of another planet. Epic times indeed. Group photo, everyone. everyone. Hey, I look really good in this one. Nice try, alien. There is no secret underground base on Mars. Yeah, right. How most people think the night sky looks like versus how it actually is. It looks like a static TV, you know. I propose polyhedron Earth. Sort of round, sort of flat. Truly the answer for everyone. A 4.1 kilometer asteroid will close in on Earth in April. We're not that lucky. I feel like scientists should just sometimes keep things to themselves. Astronomers find a giant black hole as big as 12 billion suns. Free event, solar eclipse party. Most kids go back to school that day. Can it be done on the weekend? Did this lady just ask to reschedule the sun? The clearest picture of the sun from NASA. Want to touch the forbidden carpet? If you could place any object on the surface of Mars, purely to confuse NASA scientists, what would it be? I would place the 4 airplanes that went missing in the Bermuda Triangle. Let's go on a date. Where is this at? Forget a date, I'll go alone. I rolled down a hill while taking a panorama for this one. It looks like a puddle that leads into an alternate world. A robot on Mars versus CCTV on Earth. Scientists have discovered a planet that possibly inhabits alien life form. Tell them to bring their best women, and we'll bring our best women. Let's see who's got the best women. There is a lizard satellite floating in space, and Russia no longer has it under control. In a million years, when we get invaded by lizardmen, you can blame it on Russia. On a drive in downtown Alaska, this strange light appeared in the sky. It lasted a couple of minutes, then disappeared. I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. This carrot wants to be an astronaut so badly. Milky Way galaxy has 4 malicious alien civilizations that could attack Earth. What? NASA fixes Mars lander by telling it to hit itself with a shovel. You know what? Screw gender norms. I'm going to Jupiter to get more stupider. Grabs hand. No, we are going to Jupiter to get more stupider. We have just discovered a new world, not too far from our own, which we could possibly migrate over in the near future. Space salami. The first ever salami launched to space. History has been made, boys. China has just sprouted a plant on the far side of the moon. China moon plants have died. Hope this pandemic gets over soon. Meanwhile on Mars, Neptune taken by NASA. Who the hell let NASA take Neptune? Release Neptune. Free Neptune. That moment when you can't make your mind up on what to wear, so you put on a spacesuit. What if humans could actually breathe in space, and the government says we can't, so we don't try to escape? Air and Space Museum. Yeah, they're right, technically. Spaceships in movie. Hi, so spaceships in real life. Dude, are you upside down? No, you. Now that I'm in the space mood, I would like to remind each and every one of you that NASA drew a PP on Mars. We drew a PP on another planet. That is mankind's legacy. When you visit space versus when space visits you, I know which one I'll prefer. NASA is planning mission to giant asteroid valued at, whoa, what is that number? Well, this was a lie. True space fact. If you look up, there it is. Or is it? You've gone too far. That's the last question I'll let you ask. Help, I'm being silent. NASA had to relabel the PP sleeve for urinating in spacesuits from small, medium, and large to large, gigantic, and humongous. Because astronauts would only choose the large, and it kept slipping off. God, I hope this is true. Oh my god, it is. I am going for humongous. Space horror is the best horror. What's out there? No one knows. Big rocks, creepy stuff, sticky things, meth. Stuff on fire, big holes with meth in them. Need men. For what? I say we launch them into space with the rest of our garbage. Okay then, when would you like to be sent into space? Ha, I'm not a man. Yeah, but you said garbage too. The pilot done messed up. People, blaming NASA for wasting money on a spaceship just to destroy it. The US military spending more in a day. NASA successfully hurled an object into an asteroid at 14,000 miles per hour to see if it could be knocked off course. The James Webb Telescope took a detailed image of the impact. I wish for 1,000 more wishes. How do you organize a space party? You plan it. Look at Pluto. Pluto, you will always be invited to my parties, okay? Reblogging for Pluto. Pluto is still a planet to me. I love you, little planet. I hope you understand how much this made me laugh. I would tell you how big the universe is, but by the time I even finished the sentence, it would have already quadrupled in size. Fact, outer space is likely really, really big. Hey look, an alien.
This is my planet, so you're the alien here.
In space, no one can hear you violate workplace safety regulations. The Romans naming planets. This looks huge. Let's name it King of the Gods, Jupiter. Modern astronomers naming exoplanet. Me, opens a not safe for work site at the International Space Station. Hot women in my area. Bonjour. NASA, after inventing space. Where is my Uber? I'll be there in a minute. mankind's rekindled interest in space exploration and travel. Space, with about 1 million ways to wipe mankind out in an instant. Quick animal facts. If you stacked every elephant in the whole world on top of each other, they wouldn't like it. I'd like to apologize to the lady I just called by mistake saying, "Hello, is this planet Earth?" Not a prank call, just a wrong number. 1970. I bet there will be flying cars in the future. 2018. Apparently, this is the clearest photo of Mercury ever taken. Why isn't everyone getting so excited about this? It is literally another planet. Look at how beautiful it is. Stop what you're doing and look at how alien-like this planet is. What is living there? Can you attempt to give me anxiety about space? Drink the raspberry space vodka. The what? There are giant clouds of alcohol floating in space. It's called Sagittarius B2 and it's raspberry flavored. Humans. Look at those fireworks. Mother Nature. Hold my beer. Africa to the left, Europe to the right. I love this job. Around 1,000 Jupiters could fit inside the sun. Around 1,300 Earths could fit inside Jupiter. If sun is that big, why is there dark in the space? Why it only illuminate Earth? NASA scientists, when an asteroid passes 300 bajillion miles away from us. NASA panics after asteroid fires back. 63 Earths can fit inside Uranus. One day, I'll be mature enough to read this without laughing. Desktop goals. Useless. How can I access the invisible programs behind Earth? Wait 12 hours and they'll be at the front. Oh wait, why is the camera still alive? Space has been around for hundreds of years, but scientists still don't know much about it. Pretty sure space has been around since the beginning of time. Only hundreds of years? Meant to say hundreds of space years. What is a space year? 365 days. Rocket in 1969. We go to the moon. Rocket in 2020. With a bad rocket week. Look at the solar system. Every single other planet has been proven round. So what cluster hell of events led to Earth being flat? Riddle me that. The Earth is not a planet. NASA scientists. This is the first ever photo of a black hole, unveiled today after a decade of work by scientists. This is a peach ring. NASA spots giant pumpkin in space. Shares pictures on Halloween. Alien planet. What actually means versus what people think. There's no girl on planet Earth I love more than you. What about other planets? Okay, but consider this. Mermaids in space. Space mermaids. As in alien mermaids that live in the vacuum of space and swim between the stars, a setting that uses the analogy of deep space as the open ocean but keeps all the sea monsters. Do what? Luring astronauts into black holes with a song that carries across the void where no one can hear you scream. This post turned real fast. Here's a picture of the supermoon, in case you missed it. Being buried on the moon now costs about the same as an average funeral. I am ready to die. What I really want to know is, does the body decompose? Does it just stay there forever? I'm not an expert on moon science, but I want answers. Moon science fact. Since there is little to no atmosphere on the moon, your body would probably not decompose, but it would get hit with like hella amounts of radiation from the sun and be kind of radioactive. I've always wanted my corpse to be eternal and radioactive. Me in history class. Wow, humanity has been through some fascinating times. I wonder if I'll ever live through major historical events. Me now? No, I want to get off the ride. It was supposed to be space travel. It was supposed to be space travel. Some people don't understand how huge the sun actually is, so I added a banana for scale. You're living, you occupy space, and you have mass. You know what that means? You matter. This is the most inspirational pun I have ever seen. 17-year-old discovers planet 6.9 times larger than Earth on third day of internship with NASA. The 17-year-old, every scientist at NASA. Boeing CEO, we're going to beat Elon Musk to Mars. Do it. Game on. SpaceX lands a rocket on a drone ship in the middle of an ocean. And you can't even park a car straight. Biology tells you that you are 7% blood. Chemistry tells you that you are 65% water. Physics tells you that you are 99.9999999 empty space. You got me there. According to astronauts, space smells like Sid's steak, hot metals and wielding fumes. Space is big. Like, you could probably fit in like 3 houses and 20 cars, man. That's space. Space is infinite. Oh, okay. So like 310 houses then, and maybe 22 cars. That is literally the biggest understatement. Wow, whatever, 400 houses. Space treks. These are the voyages of the Star Prize Entership. Long live and prosperous. You versus the guy she told you not to worry about. For some reason, we're scared of looking into the abyss of the ocean when it's only a few miles deep, but we're completely fine looking into the nearly infinite abyss of space. In fact, most of us find it calming. Gravity doesn't drag me upwards into the unforgiving maw of the cosmos. Not yet. What do you mean not yet? First flight on Earth, 1903, versus first flight on Mars, 2022. Space in metric system versus space in imperial system. You ever go to take a piss at a party, and as soon as you close the door, you feel like you're in a different dimension? Save point. Do you want a quick save? Yes? No? Why do characters in movies have such a hard time keeping AIs from turning evil? If going to turn evil, don't. It's just as easy as that. The guy who bought a SpaceX ticket to the moon is broke, a soul for a soul. NASA, if it had the same budget as the US military. Pluto. No one loves me anymore. I'm a useless dwarf planet. Google. Our favorite dwarf planet since 2006. Students. School doesn't let us sleep. Also students at 3 AM. We sent garlic bread to the edge of space, then ate it. China is planning to launch its own artificial moon by 2020. The US Space Force. What do you think we're putting a car in space for? Elon wants to create Rainbow Road? Okay, that's cool. When we make first contact with aliens. Y'all got any space memes? No one. My eraser traveling through space and time after falling off the desk. Why are you crying so damn loud? NASA's Perseverance rover loses its hitchhiking pet rock after more than a year together on Mars. NASA. We used to have 9 planets, but now we only have 8. Pluto. Stop telling everyone I'm not a planet. Sometimes we still hear its voice. Look, I'm not saying that demoting a planet named after the Roman god of death stoked his rage and brought down on us his vengeful fury and retribution, but gestures at everything. Finally, an explanation. I miss Italian Elon Musk. I send the calzone into space. I don't pay as a taxes. Oh, they're sending me to space just for fun. Mission parameters. Have fun out there. Houston, we're having a blast. Astronaut. Moon's fun. What? Putting on a party hat and getting back on the rocket ship. Moon's fun. Do you want to go into deep sea or space? Neither. The Lord made me of and for the dirt. To the tunnels it is. Then, we've seen eclipses on Earth, so here's an eclipse from Mars. This is Mars's moon Phobos, eclipsing the sun. Humiliating. Looks awful. Yet another massive W for Earth. The best planet in the universe. Can't lie, I couldn't decipher it myself. Humans sending this out versus aliens' response. So this is the crew in every space movie. 3 times, 1 times, 1 times, 1 times, and an optional 1 times. Space X, space Y, space X squared equals Y. Do you ever think about how supermarkets have no clear indicator of time passing visually? Like, if you go into a supermarket in the morning or midnight, it would look the same. Same harsh white lighting. Time isn't real. Nothing is real. Avocados are half off. Domesticated casinos. If it was guaranteed that you would survive, would you rather A. Explore a black hole, B. Explore the entire ocean? Personally, the ocean. Me in a black hole without being able to see anything because there's no light. Wow, this sucks. Me at the bottom of the ocean without being able to see anything because there's no light. Wow, this sucks. People who are not excited about space baffle me. Like, they just found a planet where it rains glass and it rains sideways. It's like, yo, how can you not care? If you can't be excited about space, get out of my face. There is a super massive cloud of drinkable alcohol floating around in space, and from what we can tell so far, it's raspberry flavored, okay? As you guys know, raspberry is my favorite. God, if I'm going to die soon, just take me to the raspberry flavored cloud planet. My 3-year-old said she wanted to be an astronaut, and I said she had to study hard, go to college, learn a lot of science, and take physical fitness tests, and she shrugged and said, that's just 4 things. So she's basically a nonchalant motivational speaker. A child's mind is always so positive. Today I learned that until 2006, Russian cosmonauts carried weapons into space. This included a pistol, shotgun, and machete. The purpose of these weapons was to defend cosmonauts from wolves, bears, and other wildlife after their return trip to the Siberian wilderness. There's something poetic about the idea of surviving the most inhospitable environment in the universe, and there's several mile fall from it through the power of technology and then being lain low by a bear, and the idea that Russians are always, even in cislunar space, ready to fight bears. First drawings of the moon made by Galileo Galilei after observing it through his telescope in 1609. Surely back then though, talking about this image, there would be no light pollution, or at least hardly any, so they wouldn't even need a telescope. Why vacuum cleaners are so loud. Vacuums kill sound, which is why there is no sound in space. Their sounds are afraid afraid of being killed by the vacuum, so they run away. The scared sounds find your ears to live in. Science is so cool. Space is a lesbian. That's why it's a galaxy. Just galaxies being galaxies. I recognize it's problematic and maybe really destructive and a bad representation, but I ship Milky and Andy pretty hard. The Milky and Andromeda galaxies are literally going to merge in 100 billion years. Oh, I didn't...
We have McDonald's at home. I
learned that astronauts Mark Lee and Jan Davis married in secret, 9 months before their joint flight to the ISS, and didn't tell NASA until it was too late to train replacements. They are the only married couple to have ever flown in space together. Compared to the rest of the galaxy, humans are small, adorable hunters who enjoy breaking things to see what happens, but are still well liked because they take care of minor problems. It turns out humans are not space elves or orcs, but intelligent space cats. This one time I went to an address by the American ambassador to the UK, and he said he does this exercise with British students, where he gives them index cards and asks them to write things on one side that frustrate/scare them about America, and on the other side, things that inspire them about America. And he said when his office collected them, the most written concepts of the frustration side were like guns, violence, racism, and the inspiration side was overwhelmingly NASA. Less guns, more NASA. Fun biology fact: toddlers' skulls are full of teeth. Waiting, watching. If you drank 42 cups of coffee in one sitting, the caffeine overdose would kill you. So 41 is the limit. Psychology fact: your mind can sense someone staring at you, even when you are asleep. What are you guys mad about today? The fact that we gotta pay for trash bags just to throw them same bags in the trash. By the time I have kids, they're literally going to be buying air. That air is nitrogen that keeps your chips fresh. Fact, there were 3 chips in that bag. 3. I need these right now. Soft cookies are better than hard cookies, and that's a fact. Did you know Titanic was filmed in a pool and the water was warm? Well, they're not gonna put hundreds of people floating about in the art. Find the person who doesn't pay taxes. Can't find them? It's because they're right here. Fact. Babies are idiot leeches and don't pay taxes. Blueberries are the only fruit named after a color. Oranges. 1 square foot of bun. Fun fact, a group of bunnies is called a fluffle. 1 square foot of fluffle. Fun fact, I am in your walls. Fun fact, I checked. You are a liar. Cats sleep like this when their noses are cold. Someone warm up their nose. Antarctica is the only continent with no spiders. Alright, who wants to move to Antarctica with me? Let's go. Lazy person fact. You were too lazy to read that number. You got me there. The teacher projects his face during exams. Flies drink alcohol when they are frustrated. Me, the fly, you and I are not so different. I find the fact that I will probably never experience a sword fight in my life terribly tragic. Why was I unaware of the fact that disgruntled is in fact the opposite of gruntled? Pleased, satisfied, and content. Why does nobody use this word? I'm so gruntled to have found this. A woman trying to end her life from the Eiffel Tower landed on a car and later married the owner of the car. So she fell in love? On average, men are physically stronger. White 14-year-old girls. What? It can't be. We're stronger than men. A man noticed his food was going missing, so he set up a camera and found a woman that had been living in his closet for a year. Hell no. The whoopee cushion was invented by a 14-year-old Roman emperor who used it frequently on guests. He was assassinated by the time he was 18. The smell of freshly mowed lawn is actually the smell of each and every blade of grass trying to heal itself from the traumatic injury you caused when you cut it in half. Society. The fact that every DNA is unique. The fact that every snowflake is unique. The fact that every potato is unique. Going to the gym can increase your GPA. A German study concludes that staring at a woman's bobs for 10 minutes a day is better for your health than going to the gym. In conclusion, staring at bobs will boost your GPA. If you put a lemon under a microscope, you will find a monger. 4 is the only number that has the same amount of letters as its actual value. 2. Your math is blowing my mind. If you wake up just 1 hour earlier, you can include up to 60 extra minutes of anxiety into every day. Face swap Adam Driver and Keanu Reeves and you just feel slightly confused and lost. Why does everyone have such a hard time accepting the fact that Keanu Reeves is everybody everywhere always? 1530, 1875, 2011. I support farming. In fact, you could call me a protractor. Fun fact, Bulbasaur is more aerodynamic than a Jeep. Fact, every sea in Pacific Ocean is pronounced differently. Fun fact, the GTA 5 trailer is older than most Fortnite players. A naked woman robbed a bank. Nobody could remember her face. Most of the main characters are convicted felons. Wow, they got a lot of criminals in SpongeBob. Wow, kissing is such a dumb word. Face battle sounds way cooler. May I challenge you to a face battle, my good lady? You may face battle the bride. Face battle me in the rain. Still thinking about the fact that KFC Spain official account posted this. Still can't stop laughing about the fact that someone at work accepted this as a $5. Real fact, a day on Venus lasts longer than a year on Venus. When you're stoned and get the most messed up Snapple fact ever. It takes 243 days for it to rotate and 225 days for it to orbit the sun. The fact you procrastinate and get stuff done is the reason why you procrastinate. The most expensive burger in the world costs $1,768 and is called the Glam Burger. What a great way to waste your money. That's all they do with these expensive foods. Oh, just put gold on it. That is definitely not cheating. Me, 50 times in a day, trying to not touch my face. Same situation. But problem isn't with my face. What is it with? The fact that Loki is scared of Hulk and Bruce is scared of Loki is hilarious to me. Sling bullets dating from 4th century BC have been found with the words "take that" inscribed on them. Fun fact, you don't need a parachute to skydive. You need a parachute to skydive twice. Bold of me to constantly use the phrase, no worries, when I am, in fact, constantly full of many worries. You can pay to go on expeditions with National Geographic to exotic places like Antarctica. Fun fact, a Zamboni leaking transmission fluid looks a lot like a hidden run crime scene. Where's Francis? This is one of those things that, out of unfamiliarity, seems cursed at first, but is in fact quite blessed. Interesting fact. An average comet contains as much water as has ever been consumed by all humans who have ever lived. Plastic bags are the new double face masks. 2 guys used their dead friend's ashes as fishing bait and caught the world's biggest carp. Take advantage of the fact that you are young and have energy. Me, every day. Amazing natural phenomenon where the Baltic and North Seas meet but don't mix because of the different density. Knocking on wood originated from pagan culture and was done to scare away evil spirits that lived in trees. I didn't know this. Cool. The most expensive liquid per milliliter in the world is a specific horse sperm. That's an expensive drink. What do you mean drink? You're gonna drink that? Girls. Shampoo, body wash, conditioner, face wash, exfoliator, lotion, moisturizer. Boys. Soap is soap. A 13-year-old boy from China hacked into the school computer to get answers to his homework. So he's smart enough to hack the computer, but he can't do his homework? Parents, when you're winning the argument. Sounds like disrespect. Lonely and depressed people are more likely to binge watch television. An unknown man in Norway has been pooping in golf holes for 10 years. Did this man make this fun fact? Who knows him? Don't let the tiny wheel distract you from the fact that there's a child across the passenger side seat, which I'm going to assume is the seatbelt. The fire opal looks like someone just put the sunset in a stone. The town of Sandwich is located in Massachusetts and the mayor is Nays. Mayonnaise. That is all. The fact I exist annoys me at least once a day. If humans stood in a single file line around the equator, most of them would drown. Male elephants will often use their pee-pee as a 5th leg to support their weight. Me, when my crush calls me an elephant in front of everyone. In 2014, a man from Arizona stole a diamond that was worth $160,000 and traded it for $20 worth of drugs. You can buy tame foxes online. They cuddle like a cat, but act like a dog. Children develop the ability to see through lies when they are about 7 years old. Launching a nuclear weapon in the city of Chicago is punishable by a $1,000 crime. Sun and moon, same size. Hey, check it out, my burger is the same size as a car. Pit bulls were once known as nanny dogs because of how protective and kind they were to children. To burn off one M&M candy, you need to walk the full length of a football field. 4,000 years later, and we're back to the same language. Researchers from Michigan State University have confirmed that dogs do take on the personality traits of their owners. My dog must be really depressed. City chicken. Despite the name of the dish, city chicken almost never contains chicken. Smoking doubles a woman's chances of having a more satisfying deed, according to a study. I guess my women just need that drug and not a better partner. Doubling 0 is still 0. Did you know that sarcasm was first introduced to the English language by the Vikings? I think we all know which Viking. Fun fact, bees like flowers, which means if you give a girl flowers and she likes them, she is a bunch of bees in disguise. Nice try, bee swarm, you're dumped. Me, with a bee interest. Oh, I don't think so. Not getting enough sleep and being hungry are 2 of the biggest reasons for being angry. Yeah, when I'm not so much when I'm when I'm tired, but when I'm hungry, I get hangry.
Hydrangea. Fun fact, depending on what soil you plant this in, it determines what the color is going to be. Earth, Stonehenge, Easter Island, Punta del Este, Uruguay. Wait, everything's connecting. Falling star, I want to be famous. They made your wish come true, but just in a way you wouldn't expect it. Sea otters have a little pouch near their chest where they keep their favorite rocks. Self-discipline better predicts success than IQ, according to research. Quick animal fact, most fish can swim. Ivysaur never lost a battle on screen in any animated Pokemon media. Knowing the fact that people will argue about anything, here's a picture of some oranges. Those are bananas. It would only cost you $140 a year if you ate ramen for every meal. A larger number of bumper stickers on a car indicates a higher likelihood of being involved in a road rage incident. China air pollution is visible from space. The Great Wall is not. Squirrels behave kindly and would adopt orphans if they notice that a relative does not come back for them. Ice cold fact. Mother's Day versus Father's Day. Bear with no face, face with no bear. No face, no bear. Face bear. A nillionaire is someone who has little to no money. The nil is from Latin, meaning nothing. Fact. Houston is an hour away from Houston. The fact this isn't AI makes me happy. It isn't AI? So this wizards are real? Characters wearing red usually don't have vision. A fact is information minus emotion. An opinion is information plus experience. Ignorance is an opinion lacking information. And stupidity is an opinion that ignores a fact. My 8-year-old farted in my face right after I told him that I had a terrible day. This has me thinking that all those fairy tales about parents leaving their kids in the woods may have actually been true stories. I have no idea who built this, but I do know they are in fact crazy. My dog, every time I tell him that he is, in fact, the good boy. Subject Delta, Bioshock, and Master Chief are around the same height. Can't stop thinking about the fact that frogs are just pickled hamsters. Pokemon fact, she's not going to text back. Why would you say this? Why the long face? Genetics, I think. Fun fact, 95% of Greek mythology wouldn't exist if Zeus wasn't so in the mood. Movies have their own style of grocery bags that are silent for better sound recording. The fact you can still see Pearl's head from far away gets me. Myth versus fact. Trees produce most of the oxygen on Earth. Oxygen produces more oxygen than all the trees combined. Why is she not barefoot? The fact that it was noticed is the exact reason why. Roses are red. Life is a race. Puppy completely covered in mud except for his perfectly clean face. Public swimming pools were the first gender-neutral bathrooms. She's out of line, but she's right. What, people were getting changed in swimming pools, were they? If you aren't happy single, you won't be happy taken. Happiness comes from thinking about dinosaurs, not relationships. Why dumb face? Heard a motorcycle. Stephen King, one of the greatest horror novelists of all time, has to sleep with the lights on. No face mask, no entry. Every employee inside. In Tunisia, you can book an overnight stay in Luke Skywalker's boyhood home for only $10. Fun fact, male honeybees die shortly after doing the deed. It's 3 stages of life for them. Honey, nut, Cheerio. Daniel Radcliffe has made $94 million from playing the role of Harry Potter and has hardly spent any of it. The free kisses pup window. That dog has more of a mess around and find out face than a free kisses face. Don't judge a dog by its face, judge it by its actions. A Japanese company has awarded its non-smoking employees 6 extra vacation days to compensate for the smokers' smoke breaks. In Hong Kong, a woman is allowed to kill her cheating husband, but only with her bare hands. What? The fact that Head & Shoulders doesn't have a body wash called Knees and Toes disappoints me as much as I disappoint my parents. You ever think about the fact that Wikipedia built the modern Library of Alexandria using nothing but nerds needing to correct each other? This man started out in the MCU as just a voice in Iron Man's suit, and now he's doing stuff like this. Thomas Jefferson's tombstone lists some of his greatest accomplishments, but leaves out the fact he was the President of the United States. LeBron James rejected a $10 million offer from Reebok when he was just 18. When asked why, he said that Nike or Adidas might just offer him a bit more. Less than a year later, he accepted a $90 million offer from Nike. In the 19th century, it was considered a crime to end your life in Great Britain. If caught, the person was punished by hanging. Death punishment. The person who ended their life. Fun fact, beer was not invented by Germans, but invented by these guys. Egyptians? In 1999, the first winner of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire used no lifelines until the last question. When he spoke to his dad, he told him he didn't need help on the question. He just wanted to let him know he was about to become a millionaire. Being forgetful is not only normal, it makes you smarter. The main function of memory is to improve decision making, and forgetting irrelevant details helps you to be more intelligent and make informed decisions. Patients respond significantly better to placebo medication when told that they cost $1,500 a pill. In 2009, a man who was an expert on how to avoid being kidnapped in Mexico was kidnapped in Mexico after giving a lecture on how to not be kidnapped in Mexico. A lifeguard in South Florida was fired for saving someone who was drowning because the guy wasn't technically in the lifeguard's assigned area. The weird little spirals on jet engine turbine tips. Also, the ground crews can tell if an engine is spinning or not. Pablo Picasso used to carry around a revolver loaded with blanks and would fire it at people who asked him about the meaning of his painting. During the 17 to 1800s in Britain, frog mugs became hugely popular. The fright people got upon seeing a small ceramic amphibian at the bottom of their cider was considered the height of humor. Some frogs could even spit cider onto the drinker's face when the mug was tilted. There are more plastic flamingos in the US than real ones. Dying to know if the photographer got into the club after taking this picture for the Bouncer. Wikipedia article. Bouncer. Bouncers at a nightclub in New York City. Boys get one good picture and use it for 3 years. An 8 or 3000 to anything makes it 200 times cooler. Example, uncool noun, bird. Cool noun, bird an 8 to 3000. Thank you, Dr. Diffenschmerz. If you are under the age of 38, statistics show that the funniest joke you will ever hear in your life is a joke you haven't heard yet. The brain goes into an incubation period for ideas when we are in a relaxed state, like when showering. This allows the subconscious mind to bring the solutions and ideas it has been working on to your conscious state, and in turn, give you interesting/brilliant thoughts. Fun fact, the iconic APC from Aliens was built out of a decommissioned piece of cornbread. Once a human reaches the age of 66, he/she will start losing approximately 7,000 leg cells a day. The cells will never be replaced. Flipping a coin isn't actually 50-50, but rather 51-49, biased for the side that was facing up when flipped. Also, when spinning a penny, tails will face up 80% of the time. Wait, what? The distaste on everyone's face is gold. What is this? Why do I recognize that dog from somewhere? Is it like an enemy? So we're just going to ignore the fact that Kimberly,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Wilkins overcame her drug addiction and is now glowing. Interesting fact of the day. The average person swallows 8 Imperial Star Destroyers in their sleep every year. The US Navy replaced expensive and clunky periscope controllers on submarines with Xbox 360 controllers, which reduced training time from hours to minutes. Your lie will be more convincing if you have to pee while you tell it, because of a phenomenon called the inhibitory spillover effect. Focusing on controlling your bladder also allows you to focus on hiding any tells you might have when fibbing. Fun statistics for adults. When I was a kid, I had no help with college tuition. I was hardworking and paid it all myself. Annual tuition for Yale, 1970, 2000, 2014, 45,000. Let me check it now. Annual tuition for Yale, 2024. 67,000. So daily hours at minimum wage needed 4.8 in 1970. In 2014, 17.3. I just found out that people who suffer from anxiety tend to rewatch the same TV shows all over again because we already know what's going to happen next, and therefore it creates a sense of safety/comfort. And that's the reason why we keep rewatching them. Vanish roller coaster at Cosmos Land in Japan unexpectedly dives into an underwater tunnel. I would love to go here. 10,000 likes and I will go here and record a vlog of the day.
If you squeeze some lime in your eyes will get a beautiful green color. People will swim in the sea full of corpses, but won't go near a pool with one. Everyone has an acceptable corpse to water ratio. Fun fact, some people can unfocus their eyesight, or make their eyesight blurry on command. I thought everyone could do that. Well then, does farting burn calories? One fart burns approximately 67 calories. When you pick up a quarter off the ground, you're making $450 an hour for 2 seconds. Why the hell does no one talk about the fact that depression and anxiety can cause you major memory loss? We forgot about it. Horses get farted on more than any other animal. Here's a useful counterintuitive fact. One 18-inch pizza has more pizza than two 12-inch pizzas. A Russian man once drank 3 bottles of vodka. He then jumped out of a 5-story window, walked back up, and jumped again. Vodka. It's even funnier the second time. Before and after. Fact, you straightened your posture right after looking at this image. Female dragonflies will often fake their own death to avoid mating with unwanted males. The max weight the Hulk has lifted is 150 billion tons. Meanwhile, Superman's max is 30 quintillion tons. What was so heavy it weighed 30 quintillion tons? Yo mama. Bella did not know the beast could turn into a human. She was fully prepared to do the deed with him as it is. I get really offended when someone doesn't sit next to me, but I'm also relieved they didn't sit next to me. This is the most accurate thing I've ever read. A study found, when sober, rats prefer silence, but on drugs, they prefer jazz. What do we do with this information? Margot Robbie didn't wear underwear in the scene to make the scene more realistic. Leonardo, after failing the 100th take. Your body is a ghost factory that takes 1 lifetime to produce a ghost. What is it called when you shoot someone on Halloween? Trick-or-treating? No, it's called homicide. Trick-or-treating. Today I learned an ant wouldn't get killed if you microwaved it. They don't have a high enough water content, and because they are so small, they can dodge the hot spots in the microwave just by walking around. Pros of being an ant. You can dodge microwave beams. Cons of being an ant. There's an animal called anteater. Little known historical fact. Pharaohs were buried with their hands crossed over their chests because it was a popular belief that there would be countless water slides in the afterlife. Is this true? Morning, laziness. Afternoon, dying for a rest. Night, can't sleep. Fun fact, did you know that the bigger the pee-pee the guy has, the slower he walks? The problem of being faster than light is that you can only live in darkness. Fun fact, during earthquakes, coffins turn into maracas. Haha, grandpa go shake shake. The skin on your lips is called mucosa, the same skin you can find on your butt. And you know what? I will bet a subscription and a like on the video that you just licked your lips. Oh my, apparently taking an arrow to the knee was an old Nordic slang for getting married. I thought that all those guys in Skyrim had literally been shot in their knees with arrows, but I guess not. And at that moment, the foundation of that entire meme became something like this. That explains why men go down on one knee when they propose. Oh, Oliver Porky Bicker was so dedicated to April Fool's pranks that he flew hundreds of tires to Mount Edgecumbe, a dormant volcano near Alaska, and set them on fire. He fooled both the locals and Coast Guard into thinking the volcano was active. In the late 1600s, London was plagued by a sexual attacker dubbed Whipping Tom, who would spank his victims with his hand or sometimes a rod and shout, "Spanko," before running away. Crazy fact. Eating 3 pizzas a day is more healthy than for you being dead. It is impossible for a man to strap down any kind of load in a trailer without saying, "That's not going anywhere," as he tightens the rope. People who sleep on their stomach are more likely to dream about the deed. Fun fact, most trains are run on me. Sorry, I am Lithuanian. I was not familiar with train terminology meaning in America. After his wife was denied water by upper caste people, Indian laborer Bapuro Pajni managed to dig her a well in under 40 days and ended up discovering a water source capable of sustaining his entire village. A dead bat still hanging from the ceiling of a cave. Fun fact, when the muscles in a bat's feet/legs relax, the foot closes. Contrast to our hands, which open when the controlling muscles relax. This is why bats can sleep and die upside down. That is very cool, yet at the same time, very disturbing. Poor little dude. Part of adulting is having your bed in the center of your wall instead of in the corner. Why is this true? You can pry my corner bed out of my cold, dead hands. China built a 250-acre solar farm shaped like a giant panda. The barnacle has the largest pee-pee in the animal kingdom when compared with its size. Please stop calling me the barnacle. Hey you, what's an interesting fact about you? I can change the status of girls active now to active 2 minutes ago by just saying hi. Me too, kid. Did you know that sunsets on Mars are blue? I did not. The average family of 4 loses up to 60 socks a year. I love the fact that there's a very slight chance that one of the 93 million people who have viewed this video is in fact Vladimir Putin. Plankton eats holographic meatloaf for dinner because holograms are projections of light, and plankton gain energy through photosynthesis. Real. Men did greater things when it was harder to see bobs. A Bosnian couple divorced after discovering both had an online affair with each other under fake names. Don't invite me anywhere last minute. I enjoy doing nothing, so I need to know ahead of time if my plan to do nothing needs to be changed. This is legit and people don't realize it. Tell me something I don't know. The first letter of sentence is always capital. Sticky rice mortar. The Great Wall of China is held together by sticky rice. This is actually true. Average 1 million home in California versus 200k house in Ohio. Night vision goggles are green because the human eye can differentiate more shades of green than any other color. Are we going to just forget this scene? Rats are unable to gag or throw up, so this dude's soup is so bad that it broke the laws of nature. Illegal immigrants were hired to construct the border fence separating the United States from Mexico. While many church groups have protested Pokemon for allegedly being satanic, the Vatican actually approved of the game in the year 2000, saying it was full of inventive imagination. Pikachu Satan. Me at the airport, checking my gate does in fact exist before going to get food. Fun fact, 95% of Greek mythology wouldn't exist if Zeus wasn't so in the mood. I talk to the language of facts. Girls are so used to compliments that insults stick out to them. Guys are so used to insults that compliments stick out to— I didn't even pick up on this. Facts about pit bulls being so gentle in nature. Farmers used to let them nanny their children. Pitbull haters saying pit bulls kill people in their genetics. Fact, he was always silent while hunting the roadrunner. The issue is an anti-paparazzi scarf that makes flash photography nearly impossible by using highly reflective fabric. Fun fact, if 99.9% of the people on Earth find you not attractive, then there is still one person who does. Me. I like those odds. It is illegal to not flush the toilet in Singapore. For failing to flush, you will be fined 100. I like this. Why doesn't every country do this? My cat and I are both blind, so we accidentally run into each other sometimes. But because I'm much louder than he is, when we get close to each other, he chirps to warn me he's there. Thank you for sharing this beautiful solidarity. Nobody. Factories in the 1800s on a kid's 6th birthday. Give me the child. If plastic dinosaurs are made of plastic, and plastic is made out of oil, and oil is made out of dead dinosaur juice, plastic dinosaurs are made out of real dinosaurs. In the movie Interstellar, the water planet scenes were shot on Earth. Really? Quick human fact, a group of kids is called a migraine. Giant lily pads on the Amazon River have leaves that can grow up to 6 feet in diameter and support up to 100 pounds without breaking. During World War II, it was common for soldiers to keep family photos under clear grips of their 1911 pistols. They were called sweetheart grips. The fact that they call it the food pyramid and not triangle implies that it has at least 2 other sides. Okay, so maybe this much taffy is okay. He's got a point. The fact my nephew told his teacher his mum is on parole. She's on patrol, serving in the National Guard. Patrol. One woman shared that she was being a surrogate for another family and her son told the teacher, "My mum is pregnant, but it's not my dad's, so we're not keeping it." The width of a human hair is about 0.0025 centimeters, or about 200 times thicker than the plot of Avatar 2. A video game developer snuck a proposal into a game, but his girlfriend refused to play it for years, delaying their eventual marriage. Screw whatever currency you have. New Scottish notes have otters on them. It snowed in the Sahara Desert for 30 minutes on the 18th of February, 1979. Over the last 10 years, 330 people have died attempting to take risky and daring photos for social media. Weird to think that everyone in the world fits into one of these 4 categories. In the mood, not in the mood. On a bike, not on a bike. The facial recognition algorithms in use by Facebook outperforms those in use by the— Yeah, but you really think FBI doesn't use Facebook algorithms if they're that good? No way. Julius Yego, the first ever Kenyan gold medalist in a field event, taught himself to throw a javelin by watching videos on YouTube. When a 15-year-old 6'4", 225 pounds Dwayne Johnson switched high school's midterm, the students at his new school were convinced he wasn't actually a student, but an undercover cop. 4 times as many people are killed by ants every year than are killed by sharks. An eBay bidder recently paid $99,000 for a flaming hot Cheeto that looks like Harambe the gorilla. I was quite flexible when I was younger. The kids at school used to call me Spider-Man because my uncle was murdered. A 46-year-old man found and attacked a 13-year-old kid because the kid had killed him too many times in Call of Duty. That's a skill issue. Amazon, 1998. Hello, we sell books but online, 2023. Please return your Prime house for your nightly Prime meal. Valued Prime citizen, stop complaining about your life. There are people out there who are literally allergic to dogs. Is anyone watching this video allergic to dogs? There is a town in Norway called Hell, and it freezes over almost every winter. Not sure what's more awkward, the fact I said love you to the pizza guy after he took my order on the phone, or the fact he showed up with breadsticks shaped like a bouquet. Either way, we're dating now. Cheating and creating cheats for online games is officially a crime in South Korea. The stickers that supermarkets use on fruit are completely edible. Even the glue holding the stickers to the fruits is food grade. Yeah, but it doesn't mean you should eat them. Please don't eat supermarket stickers. A Ludit was badly wounded and locked up. They interrogated him to find the co-conspirators. As his health worsened, he called over the interrogator and said, "Can you keep a secret?" "Yes," the interrogator said. "So can I," said the person, and promptly died. Unbelievably base. Absolutely no one. Me at 3 AM. Without question, the weirdest people in my life have also been the most supportive and interesting people in this life. Weird rules, stay weird. No amount of budgeting and not eating out is going to make up for the fact we don't make enough money. Your package has been shipped. I'm bothered by the fact he's not looking through the gaps he's made in the blinds. World's first glass-bottom sky pool will let you swim 115 feet above London. Sean William Scott, who played Stifler in the American Pie films, was extremely shy and nervous around women and did not have a girlfriend until he was 30 years old. Got a text and was pumped till I realized it was the two-factor authentication code I had requested legitimately 15 seconds ago. Regardless what you think of Castro, we can all agree that he did in fact meet with the Pope while wearing an Adidas tracksuit. I don't even know who this is. Still not over the fact that when I got my prosthetic legs, they were like, "Do you want to be taller?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they made me 2 inches taller. You wish you were me. Following the Trinity nuclear test in New Mexico, a blind woman 150 miles away from the site asked, "What's that brilliant light?" Gasoline is a fossil fuel which comes from decomposed animals. Vegans cannot drive. Running was invented by Johnny Running in 1892 when he tried to walk twice at the same time. Joe Rogan made his acting debut in a Thumb in Spy Kids when their director Robert Rodriguez saw him on the street and told, "You're exactly what I've been looking for. Stop giving a damn about what random normies think of you." That's like playing Oblivion and not jumping everywhere because you don't want the NPCs to think you're weird. A legendary post, and we will never even know their name. Fun fact, Reese's Pieces don't have chocolate in them. And now this fact is stuck in your head. Huge trucks, because not everyone can have a big pee-pee. Medieval doing the deed must have smelled horrible. Thoughts? First picture is step 1. Second picture if you are still hungry. End of discussion. Me. Fire trucks are actually water trucks. A completely normal conversation. Pangolin and its pangopup. You may think these are lizards because of their scales. They're actually mammals, and the scales are made of the same stuff your fingernails are. The Animal Planet's famous reality series, River Monsters, ended because leading star Jeremy Wade was able to catch essentially every exceptionally large freshwater species by proper planning and execution, leaving no remaining content for the show. Fact, people who used the school bathrooms to take a poop are braver than people who watch top 10 scariest moments after 2 AM. Girls walk on average 7% slower with a guy they like. Girls walking with me. Scientists say that at least 95% of fish can't read or write. A factory in Turkey started to produce roof tiles that served as bird shelters. Earlier this year, a British woman caught her boyfriend cheating. When her Fitbit smartwatch showed a spike in the middle of the night, the couple had synced their watches together, and she got a notification that he'd just burned 500 calories at 2 AM. It's been estimated that there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth, but there are more atoms in 1 gram of sand than there are stars in the universe. The Netherlands is so safe, it imports criminals to fill jails. Some jails are closed because of low crime rate. A photograph of the sun taken throughout the year at the same time every day. Every 25th of December, a town in Peru celebrates Sakana Q. Men, women, and children settle grudges from the past year by calling each other out and having a fist fight. Then everybody goes drinking to numb the pain. Wait, the kids drink as well? The opposite of deja vu is jamais vu. This happens when you experience something you recognize but feel extremely unfamiliar with. It also can happen when seeing a person you know or reading a word you've seen too many times before. Lincoln was famous for his self-depreciating sense of humor. When accused of being two-faced, Lincoln replied, "Honestly, if I were two-faced, would I be showing you this one?" In 18th century England, it was fashionable for wealthy estate owners to hire people to dress as druids, never wash themselves, grow their hair and nails as long as possible, and live in their gardens as ornamental hermits. People were so weird. Why would you want a hermit? Lucifer. Did you mean Lucifer? Apparently I'm not enthusiastic enough about Satan for Google. Screw Satan. No one likes you. A 10-year-old saved his great-grandmother's life in a speeding vehicle after she fell unconscious while driving. As they veered into the oncoming traffic, the boy grabbed the wheel and guided the car to a halt in a mud-filled ditch. Hailed as a hero, he credited his skills to playing Mario Kart. Yeah, gaming. It is impossible for a man to walk by a pallet jack without strongly considering using it like a scooter. The fact I procrastinate and still get the job done is the reason I still procrastinate. It is impossible for a man to use a tape measure without first seeing how far they can extend it before it collapses under its own weight. My friend has a weird love for Cheetos, so he went to the Cheetos production factory and purchased 28 industrial-sized clear bags of Cheetos. They charged him $65 per clear bag. He's the one they warned about us in math problems. I have never learned how to swim, and at this point I'm too embarrassed to. Isn't the Netherlands below sea level? We have dams, dude. This isn't Atlanta. Yeah, but they won't hold forever. Underestimate the power of Dutch engineering again, and I'll obliterate you. Did you know Okay, I'm gonna do did you know memes. I think that's a pretty good idea. The fact that homeowners association exists is wild to me. You can buy an entire house and some lady a couple doors down can tell you that you're not allowed to display your antique frog statuette and you have to pay a fine? Insane. South Korea is home to some of the best plastic surgeons in the world. In fact, many Chinese nationalists who travel to the country for surgery have trouble re-entering China due to their face not matching their passport photo. Not gonna lie, the surgeon did God's work here. That's insane. The second officer on the Titanic stayed on board until the end and was trapped. Okay, there's a plane going above me right now. I'm dead. And was trapped underwater until a boiler explosion blew him free. He survived by clinging to a capsized raft. Later, he volunteered in World War II and helped evacuate over 120 men from Dunkirk. Did you know that you get red eyes in pictures because your pupil is just a hole and the flash reflects the blood in the back of your eyes? And I did look this up to make sure, and it's true. Did you know giraffes' necks are getting shorter? Because of deforestation and rampant captivity, the evolutionary need for the giraffe's elongated neck has greatly diminished over the past 20 years. Yeah, but does evolution happen over 20 years? Getting angry at people when you hear them breathing or eating is called misophonia, which is an actual... Okay, I guess I have a brain disorder. Someone asked me why sharks stick their dorsal fins out of the water. The answer is simple. Sharks' dorsal fins stick out of the water sometimes because their fins are on top of and therefore higher than the rest of their body. And sometimes their body is near the surface of the water. Why do babies cry when they are tired? Like, just go to sleep, bro. No one is stopping you. If you see a mushroom cloud for an atomic bomb, you're supposed to stick your arms out and hold your thumb over the cloud. If the cloud is bigger than your thumb, you're in the radiation zone and should evacuate. This is what Vault Boy is doing. Interesting fact, donuts are healthier than crystal meth. You guys, today's update to the Google Translate app proves we live in the future. Bon appetit, have a nice meal. In 1978, an Indian man traveled from India to Sweden on a bicycle to reunite with a woman he met while she was on vacation in India, traveling through 8 different countries. The journey took him a total of 4 months. 43 years and the couple are still happily married in Sweden. This is a night bus in Japan. If this video gets 3,000 likes, I'll go back to Japan. And I'll specifically go to the night bus. And I'll make a little vlog out of it, like I went to Godzilla.
This is a nightmare. I would rather be put in luggage hold than have to sit like this on a plane. My stupid self is going to mess around and drown. A vertical bathtub. Do you eat your rolls soon after you buy them? Or do you wait until they get flavor spots, like I do? Remember kids, if you don't brush your teeth, I will. I collect rocks, paint on them, and return them to the landscapes to be found or lost forever. The fact she's wearing boots without socks bothers me more than the boots being clear. Ah yes, I was looking for a soap dispenser labeled ketchup with a picture of grapes. This piece is called anxiety. It's just silence, but it keeps getting faster. This is stressing me out. Can't stop thinking about this horizontally cut bread. Me. I don't think I'll ever experience culture shock while on holiday. The Dutch toilet. Apple Health live activity for how long you have left to live. McDonald's Sprite is that powerful because they milk it straight from the creature. Oh, that's Sprite himself. The 4 horsemen of uncomfortable. Male ladybugs can spend up to 4 hours mating with a dead female before they realize something's off. Corey, this does not happen to the best of us. Or the worst, this shouldn't happen to anyone. This is legitimately one of the funniest things I've I've seen in weeks. Wait, she just put pepper in her son's eye. Takes off my leather jacket to reveal a second secret leather jacket underneath. You mean skin? What an absolutely terrifying addition to my post. Thank you. 17 buzz cuts that will convince you to shave your head. This pic usually gets people's attention. Thanks, I hate it. We're faking calves now. Are we? Why? Is this supposed to be more attractive? What? Take your smileys from normal to unsettling in one easy step by putting just too much effort into the eyes. Moisturize me. We've introduced wellness geese to campus to help students de-stress during the exam period. For anyone buying these types of chairs, please make sure you don't buy the cheap ones. You can only imagine the horrors I survived this morning. They tore this man to shreds for no reason. This study revealed that women are happier with uglier men. The brain is just 8 pounds of meat that sits in complete darkness and plays a video game of what it thinks is the most realistic thing ever. It's 3 pounds, not 8. Also, it's not really meat, it's mostly fat with some water and salt. You have a wad of soggy bacon inside your skull, and this blob of gross, unprocessed jello somehow manages to run a complex biochemical suit using less electricity than it takes to work a light bulb. My Christmas gift from my son and daughter-in-law. Not even joking. Jack, I don't think they like you. Dentist. Let's take a look at me. No. Spiders don't have muscles in their legs. They move them using a hydraulic system powered by their blood pressure. When they die, their legs curl up because the blood pressure is gone. So every spider is basically just 8 walking peepees, I guess. Water's flavor is its temperature. What the hell? Sorry, I needed to tell someone. What the hell? Actually, what the hell? Why does that make sense? I reapplied for a job that fired me years ago. Got the job and then quit when they desperately needed me. My level of pettiness is unmatched. I know you've all been wondering what C-3PO would look like with human eyes, so I've sorted that out for you. Thanos whale. Thanks. I hate it. I actually like it. He's not that scary anymore. You are what you eat. I ate too much spaghetti. Now I regret it. My cat had surgery. Look at his tail. My cat had surgery and they shaved his tail. Senators have 6 limbs and are therefore insect. Discuss. Oh, this. I don't like this. Nothing will mess you up as much as the realization that there's no real reason the alphabet needs to be in order. What have you done? Moaning during the deed is primitive. Both people should just say, bruh, at a gradually increasing volume. This is what your face would look like without muscles. Thanks to a miracle from heaven, this young deer is walking. Imagine if they took the Statue of Liberty down and found loads of skeletons inside, and it turned out the French had just failed a Trojan mission. When you Photoshop Donald Trump's lips onto his eyes, and he literally looks the same. Haha, someday, son, you'll be big enough to carry me around. Not literally. My cat sneezed as soon as I took this picture. Yet another child star whose life has been destroyed by drugs and alcohol. Slicing my strawberry shortcake ice cream bar like it's Wagyu beef. Artist makes giant lifelike tarantula pillows so you can cuddle spiders while you sleep. No, I don't want this. Many people have been using quarantine as a time to perfect their bread or coffee making skills, but I personally have taken this opportunity to make increasingly unsettling eggs. Found the Pepsi font, but it only comes in gold for some reason. The idea that the ideal beach body just means being thin or buff is so unimaginative. Surely the ideal beach body would have a powerful lobster claw, arm flaps to act as a windbreaker, and a sand repellent butt. Triangular USB connectors were soon abandoned after some users complained of needing to rotate them for up to 6 times before a successful insertion. Squad up for group poop. Solo squad. No more unknown chemicals in my food. I'm growing my own vegetables and cooking them in my home, finally taking charge of my health. Never skipped brain day. That's a lot of rankles. He's very smart. The last popsicle in the freezer. One of these people is regarded as one of the most attractive in the world, and the other is one of the least. But for one brief, shining moment, they looked exactly alike. Having penetrated the protective exoskeleton, a hunter harvests the succulent house meat within. It's candy floss. So, does he have one long tongue, or 2 tongues? One long tongue. Kevin, I'm dying. Please stop beatboxing. Vintage porcelain covered with hand-painted ants. This is, I like this, which sounds crazy. With the 2020s going down the history as the roaring what the hells. What event wouldn't surprise you if it were to happen now? God comes down and says, it's pronounced Jod, and just goes back up to heaven. It's 2024 and this still is relevant. Shelter workers organized this cat's birthday, hoping someone will adopt her, but no one turns up. My progress in art, 2008 versus 2017. Is that Batman pregnant? Pepsi has sued 4 Indian farmers $150,000 each for growing the type of potato used in the chips of its Lay's brand. What stage of capitalism is it when massive corporations can sue people for growing food? Rules to learning English. 1. There are no rules. This makes me feel so uncomfortable. Can you imagine if somebody privatized air and literally started selling air for profit? That would be crazy. Well, anyway, I gotta go pay my water bill before my landlord kicks me out of my apartment. Arguably the worst typo I've ever witnessed. Due to the unforeseen circumcisions, the dining hall will be closed. Humans, when a person is 1 year closer to death, how would history change if there was a giant disembodied hand that zoomed around the planet and crushes one random person with its index finger every day? It's called The Hand, and it's always slightly faster than you. This would make a great movie, and they have to stop the hand or they'd all just eventually die by the hand. How much scarier would a frog be if it ran instead of hopped? You just hear plat, 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 plat coming towards you, and you look down and it's just a frog going at full speed. Saw some dude tweet, "You don't really wash your hands, they just wash each other while you just stand there and watch." And I haven't been the same since. It's that time of year again. No, it's not. Warm scrambled egg. Take 1 bag of Sprite. Every time I come home, I have to look at this Kirby from hell I made in elementary school that my mom now hangs aprons on. At this point, every round mammal is a hamster to me. Coconut. I think we both have different definitions of what a mammal is, but I can't say I disagree with you. Has hair. Give milk. Oh, you're a big snack fan? That's cool. Did you get flaming hot Cheeto dust permanently tattooed on your fingers today though? No. There's a formerly locked room in our Airbnb that contains 2 guns, an erotic painting, and a typewriter whose keys are entirely made of teeth. We're going to die here, aren't we? I did not know Toad and Kirby were actually looking like this. Beware of falling deer. Leopards conceal their unfinished food in the tops of trees. Just saw Pringles being sold in a packet instead of a tube and I feel sick. I also feel sick. Pringles, why did you do this? This horse looks like a pale emo kid in a black hoodie. I work at a bank and this lady came in with a $150 check, and to make a conversation, I was like, "Oh wow, I wish I had one of these." And she was like, "It's a life insurance check. I would rather have the person." Nothing makes me laugh as consistently as remembering the story of Hitchbot, the hitchhiking robot that made it all the way across Canada and tried to do the same in the USA, but was immediately beaten to death in Philadelphia. Paleo artists tend to underfeather drawings of dinosaurs based on fossils. Here's how swans would look if given the same treatment. There are now man-sized teddy bears made for lonely women, and I guess this is how civilization ends. No, they were just paid for ads. No way. We're not cooked. Come on, guys. I have invented a pregnancy test app. You download it and then piss on the screen, and if the screen gets covered in piss, you're not allowed to have kids. Godzilla's taking no chances, but he's so big he's already social distancing. Each time I see someone writing puppy as puppa, I'm deeply disturbed because puppa means bobs in Norwegian. Apologies to everyone who didn't realize this until now. Bonus! Rare puppa literally translates to weird bobs. America's worst nightmare. California, Florida. I do not appreciate America with others. Please don't ever say that again. You know, Halloween jack-o'-lanterns were originally made out of turnips. Neat. I wonder what that looked like. Jesus Christ. Pro tip, instead of fake Halloween decorations, use front-facing Am I Right images instead. Extremely distressed by this mood ring toilet seat I just saw on a craft Facebook group. Imagine if you lived on your own and you came home to find evidence of a butt on your toilet, and the butt was angry. This is a complete lie, your keyboard did not break. So my keyboard woke. I can't type R without copy-pasting it. Now I'm using this dreadful Uwu language to replace the broken key. Oh my god. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Fresh set. So this lady is a conscious human potato. So how was she created? In a lab, or someone did something to a potato? What if we all start using the Cats movie to make those crying cat memes instead? Like this. What if you chuck your bones off a bridge? Me. Mum, Mr. Snowflake said he wants my soul. Who? Mr. Snowflake? That cat wouldn't hurt a fly. Mr. Snowflake, he would hurt many flies. When you finally realize Napoleon Dynamite is actually Taylor Swift in a drag. The nervous system. That is us. The rest of the body is an organic spacesuit, worn by this creature to live on this particular rock revolving around a star. Help a beginner. Where should I fish from the coastline? I don't think you should fish in that lake. It looks oddly like a face. Shark lava and boy girl. YouTube video. versus YouTube ad. I made a cutting board for all my oak-loving OCD friends out there. Ew, Flush. You liked me when I was a cake. A duck with 4 legs and no wings. Please? He's looking for his wings. Who took his wings? 43 million found in empty Nigerian apartment. Poor guy probably spent the last decade trying to share it out, but no one replied to his email. That mask. No, because I'm enjoying being ugly in peace right now. Call out post to NASA. Why aren't you exploring the ocean? It's literally right underneath us. You can send a robot 1,000,000 miles into space looking for aliens, but not into the giant void that takes up the majority of the Earth we live on. Please, I am scared. NASA knows. NASA has seen the dark beneath. NASA's urgency to leave the planet grows ever stronger. Therapist. Clear lemon meringue pie isn't real. It can't hurt you. Clear lemon meringue pie. Seatbelt alarm silencer and bottle opener. Oh great. Perfect for any situation. The 1950s were a lawless hellscape. Tuna and waffles. I get why everyone was so miserable back then. Every day we stray further from God. Croc Martens. I'll start by working out all the toxins. Oh, well that worked. Easy jazz chords for beginners. Hell no. I once pretended to have a psychotic episode and smashed a MacBook with a bat to keep my brother and his fiancée from stumbling across pictures I photoshopped of her giving birth to me. Just slightly insane. Nothing to be concerned about at all. So my daughter just bought a house that was built in the late 1800s. We found this and she threw it out. I got it out of the trash and let the games begin. No one. Some guy. I don't get it. What is it? What is it? What are you trying to tell me? Some guy is just not some guy, it's some alien? Are you suggesting aliens are just among us? Whoa, among us. What if the toys in Toy Story went to a Catholic woman's house and all of her figurines of crucified Jesus started screaming out in endless pain whenever she left the room? Thanks, I hate it. The Daisy Dab. Get creative, dab by the pool and win. What the hell is this? 4 things everyone hates. Bad Wi-Fi, I guess the video buffering because of bad Wi-Fi, bad internet, low battery, and you. Why do they hate you? I am reminded that English is a flawed language every time I am forced to use that in a sentence. All the good faith that I had no effect on the outcome of that sentence. Yesterday my colleague called me a book murderer because I cut long books in half to make them more portable. Does anyone else do this? Crime and Punishment? That's a cool book. A Moscow farm has decided to equip its cows with VR glasses in order to relax and feel happier. A calm environment leads to an increase in milk yield, so the cows are given a VR headset displaying summer fields. This is literally the plot of The Matrix. Honestly, thanks I hate it is one of the funniest phrases in the English language. I once told my Italian professor, "Crazy lol detesto," and she lost her mind, so it's not just English. It packs so much meaning into such short concepts. Asteroid half the size of a giraffe strikes Earth off the coast of Iceland. The thing that's still bothering me about this is that a giraffe is easily one of the most disproportionate animals when halved. Which half, scientists? In what direction is it halved? I hate this. Charlie, as a believable biological organism. The head is flat with eyes on one side. There is a gasping dark orifice on the opposite side. Me, when I'm eating, I'm happy cheese. Me, when I'm happy from a grilled. Should I do I had a stroke memes? My family doesn't appreciate my biblically accurate angel cookies. They are terrifying, but I do think that's interesting. Angels aren't supposed to be pretty, the devil is. Remember that. My manager showed me a picture of when she was younger and got her face painted. Then she showed me a picture of her going down a bouncy slide with her face painted and her headband on her wrist. Needless to say, I was crying. Michael Jackson looking air. If you divide 20 by 5, you get 404. So basically this entire year is an error message. There is a glitch in the Matrix. Welcome to my TED Talk. Whoever designed this thing, I printed it. I have never been so horrified and in love at the same time. We drink boba tea to satisfy our ancient and innate urge to slurp up tadpoles from a puddle through a reed. Any noun can become a verb if you don't care enough. This point is invalid unless you use an example in your sentence. I can sentence how I want to think. Beautiful. You see, that's why I love English. If you inhale a pea, it is possible for it to sprout and grow well in your lungs. Kids on Christmas back in the day. Plugs console plays for hours. Kids on Christmas today. A massive update. Rare Gyarados. Mouth closed. Woman stuck with 3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along. The urine of a diabetic person contains so much sugar that it can be and has been purified and made into whiskey. Pisky. Stop glamorizing the grind and start glamorizing burrowing under underground for 2 to 17 years and then emerging to yell. Coffee ice cream with a shot of espresso in the donut cone. Taylor Swift said, I was raised on a farm. No, it wasn't a mansion, just living room dancing and kitchen table bills, and this was her house. Bruh, that is a mansion. Lego people live in houses made of their own skin. So, while being naked from the waist down, I made eye contact with my boyfriend and lifted my leg to fart. Instead, I pushed a little too hard and... Okay, this is too much information. I think some of you are too comfortable. Why would you admit to this? Do not tell anyone this. Well, you've told everyone, but... Yeah, if you have a similar... Don't tell anyone if you have a similar experience. Is it blood or pee? Excuse me? The liquid. The liquid you're filled with. It is Kool-Aid. I know, but is it your blood or your pee? Oh, I see what you mean. It's my blood. Thanks. Nobody. Animals in Barbie movies. Drawings made by people with mental illness. Me, waking up. Oh, who's there? Tooth fairy. Go back to sleep. Whoa, you're real? Yep. I've always wondered, what do you do with the teeth, Adam? So what? Tooth fairy. Grinning, revealing thousands upon thousands of teeth. My mouth. White House hires new maid. Oh, she looks kind of familiar. Tony can be spelled as Petone. I hate the English language. When a baby on board sticker is a little faded and beat up, you know the kid is at least a year or two now, and the car is safe to ram. Suspect. I'm not coming out. Officer. Okay, send in the werewolf. Wait, the what? Wife. I regret getting you that blender for Christmas. Me, drinking toast. Why? So when other people call their pets fur baby, it's fine, but when I call a kid a skin dog, somehow I'm disgusting and the worst pediatrician in this hospital. Mods are asleep. Time to post smooth Yoda. Yoda has been sandpapered. I work in a 9-to-5 office. Your shop is open from 9 to 5. I will never be able to go to your shop. Why did we design our society like this? So this is from the not interesting community on Reddit. 1, 2, 3. I don't like how they're writing numbers. The quokka is the happiest animal on the planet. Fun fact, when a mother quokka is threatened by a predator, she will take a baby out of her pouch, throw it at the predator, and run away. What the what? While the predator is eating the sacrificed baby, the mother will flee to safety. So I assume these animals have a lot of children, or else they wouldn't be alive right now, because that does not work with natural selection. If catgirls were real, they would have 8 bobs, and all of them would be on their stomach. They would also eat birds and poop and pee on playgrounds. We would have a massive issue in populated areas. We should just send all the catgirls to an island. Hunger Games. I'm 22 and stuck in the body of an 8-year-old. Only creeps want to date me. Yeah, I feel bad for her. That must suck. It's come to my attention that some of you don't know my English teacher in high school was my own father. On the first day of classes, he said, I want all of you to know I'm only sleeping with one of your mothers. This is my villain origin story. I hate the term spinal fluid. It conjures up horrible imagery in my mind. Lightly taps a spigot I have attached to my spinal column. Come get your juice. What you think Zelda-like was 20 years ago versus what it was actually like. I wish we could create a better society that wasn't inherently soul-crushing. Best I can do is pills that trick your brain into thinking you don't hate it here. New Netflix dating show dresses up contestants in movie-quality prosthetics of their favorite animals in order to put true blind test chemistry to the test. Someone's favorite animal is a dolphin. You know what dolphins are like? They definitely know what dolphins are like. Hopefully no one matched with the dolphin. The smoke from the California wildfire looks like a star destroyer. My mother was a firefighter and died yesterday trying to put out the wildfires. We also lost our house and nearly lost all of our assets. I have nowhere to go. OMG, wildfires are referencing Star Wars. I love wildfires now. Take my ready gold. My son uses his bed as toy storage, then sleeps on the floor instead. Wish my boy a happy birthday. He's in the middle of showing her a watch this. Kids don't care. They'll be like, why are you so ugly? Then run away and do a cartwheel. My brother couldn't find any toilet paper, so he took this kitchen roll and cut it in half. Sand dollars. It's alive. Confession. I took a bite out of my sand dollar when I was little. Now I just realized what I did. My cousin got engaged, and I just can't stop thinking about the real star. Spaghetti girl. Kids who completely suck at hide and seek. Where in the dad manual did it mention how to stop a 3-year-old from taking bites out of drywall? My 4-year-old daughter took a bite out of all the muffins to determine his favorite. The verdict: banana nut. They were all banana nut. Flashback to that time when I ate Play-Doh and the cameraman decided to take a picture. My 12-year-old son got annoyed at a video game. Do not get him a new phone. He has decided that, because his boots are camo, he shouldn't have put them in his closet because you can't see them. Toddler sees anything on the floor. The toddler. Delicious. Finally some good food. I love drugs and I'm only 10. You are so young. That's against the law. Why do you do that? I am a savage.
I think he replied to himself in all of this. I won't let him eat the bathroom garbage. My 7-year-old just woke me up at 1 in the morning and asked me if water is window juice. This 7-year-old, I don't need sleep, I need answers. I am Superman. My niece drew this troll and then got so scared of it, she made my brother throw the picture away. She found out I have a name other than Mum. The dog was in the way while he was trying to push the chair. I'm glad we own 10,000 stuffed animals, so my toddler can fall asleep cuddling with a jar of peanuts. Just told my nephews, see you later, alligator. And this guy says, after while black and mild, having a normal kid. Having a stupid kid who runs into doorknobs. My mother sneezed into her elbow while muted during Zoom school, and her students thought she was dabbing and cheered. That time I figured out how to take the lid off the vent and proceeded to get stuck in it. When I was 3, I fell asleep in a dog bed. This isn't really stupid. This is cute. Real life Jerry spotted. Can't believe Earth is 22 years old. So crazy. No, lol. Yes, obviously that's how it works. No, that's not how it works. Wouldn't buy her women razors. My 3-year-old, who doesn't notice her pants are inside out or that her shoes are on the wrong feet, can spot a diced onion in her food from 3 feet away. People, why do you never get sick? Me when I was a kid. Things that made my toddler cry this week. Only wants to go up on the seesaw, not down. I wouldn't serve her hot ice cream. Her shadow is copying her. Doesn't want to have bones anymore. How about your kid? Admin. Password hint. It's admin1 with an I instead of a 1. Our puppy used him for a pillow. When I want to play video games and the kids complain about it, I let them play too. I wonder when they'll catch on. I wouldn't buy her the Dolly movie for Christmas. I'd be much happier with watching the Dolly movie than Chucky. My 4-year-old brother just asked us to play the song Soft Rubber. He meant Smooth Criminal. 6-year-old. I need to fart. Me. No, we're eating. Okay, I'll just hold it in with my hand. It didn't work. One time when I was snowboarding with my dad, one of the big trail map signs had a "You are here" sticker. So I asked how they knew where we were, and I think that's when he knew I was going to be an idiot. I was so busy in the kitchen, I didn't know what to do first. My little brother asked me what he can do to help. I told him to get that bag of potato, peel half of them, and boil. My little brother is a true genius. As a kid, I had to take quiet in school, but I hated it. So I would just mouth the word watermelon over and over so it looked like I was singing. This time on Why is the Toddler Crying? Child asked where milk was. Parent said it was on the table. Child runs away crying. Parent left confused. Parents have read it. How will Santa Claus deliver the Christmas presents this year? Considering if he goes to every home, he could spread the virus to the entire world in one night. My kid doesn't believe in Santa. Never has. He does, however, believe in Grandma, and for some maddening reason, believes all of his gifts come from her. Or because I said she looked pretty. 3-year-old, face covered in frosting. Me, were you eating cake? No, I just kissed it. I was lifeguarding, and a little boy threw his ball out of the water, and his mum goes, maybe if you ask the pretty lifeguard, she will grab the ball for you. This kid looked at me dead in the eyes and goes, where's the pretty one? Kids are ruthless. My son is learning to shower. 6-year-old. How much shower do I use? Me. The size of a pea. Here's pump after pump being shot out of the jug. How much did you use? Sounds like a lot. Have you ever seen how much I pee in the morning? Shampoo everywhere. If you ever feel embarrassed, just remember that in middle school I tried to convince myself that I wasn't gay by making a compromise to myself to only be gay at night. The gay night rises. My 4-year-old son's search history. Diarrhea sounds. Why is he so interested in what diarrhea sounds like? I mean, he's a kid. Redditors with toddlers. What's the most recent illogical breakdown they've had? He loved being tickled, so I was tickling him one day. He let out a huge fart and suddenly started crying and screaming. I asked him why he's screaming, and he replies with, I was saving that for later. How and why would you save a fart? Woman in my train carriage smoothly telling the conductor that her son is traveling for free because he's only 4, while the kid repeatedly yells, but I'm not 4. 6-year-old. If you have 5 fishes and 1 fish swims away, how many fishes do you have left? Toddler. Pink. You're not going to survive one day of school. I wish you'd go to bed. Make a better wish. I'd wish you'd go to bed fast. This is why grown-ups don't get wishes. When I'm a parent, I'm going to give my child the day of the full moon off from school every month to see how long it takes the administration to notice. Reason 325, why Tumblr users should never be parents. My son just asked me if I have any kids, so I said, yes, I carried you. You're my kid. And he goes, oh, I was thinking you never had any kids. Like, you thought I was just taking care of you for fun? You thought you were besties. This reminds me of the kid who asked his mum how she knew their name. I told him he had to stop biting the cat. Me, opening my hands playing peekaboo. Toddler, where the hell have you been? Today, my army friend was telling us about basic training, and a drill sergeant was there, and this kid in her battalion who asked so many stupid questions that the drill sergeant made him carry around a potted plant all day to replace the oxygen he wasted. I feel bad for teachers, because I distinctly remember my mum bursting into tears once when she was grading papers and she was mumbling, "They're so goddamn stupid," over and over. I told them if you draw a chalk circle around an ant, they can't leap the circle. So they drew a chalk circle around their Aunt Mary, 6-year-old son. "Dad, I found something, but I'm not going to tell you what it is, because you'll tell me to stay away from it. Don't worry though, I'll be fine." Okay then, sounds good. Update, it's some kind of animal's egg. He's right, I did tell him to stay away from it. Update, I went to take a look and it turns out it's just a rock. My son insists it's either a snake egg or a dragon egg, but no, it's definitely a rock. He does not have to stay away from it turns out. His goldfish didn't have eyes like the ones on the package. Was at Michael's and this girl was staring longingly at the stuffed animals and says, "I wish I was still a kid." And her dad next to her goes, "You're 10. My 3-year-old asked what my favorite animal is, and when I said penguin, she yelled, "No it isn't." And then she yelled at me until I agreed that my favorite animal was a bat, and I don't like bats or 3-year-olds. That reminds me of the time I was eating a banana in the airport, and this cute toddler came over to me. I was polite, but then he put out his hand and said,
Banana.
"See a minion?" So I started looking around for his mum. She looks up and says, "It's okay, he can have some." "Ma'am, no he cannot." Yeah, because that airport banana probably costed $20. In like 5th grade, my whole family was driving home from some trip, and I was listening to Kids with Guns by the Gorillaz on my iPod, and it made me feel really rebellious because I was a kid, and according to that song, kids have guns. So when we drove into the garage and my dad was like, "Okay, we're home," I said, "Shut up, Dad." And he just looked at me for a long time and didn't say anything, and I started crying. My 4-year-old son was brushing his teeth last night. I noticed he had drawn on the wall in the other room. I called his name and he yelled back, "I didn't draw on the wall." All I did was say his name. Kids are terrible liars. Told my 6-year-old his shoes were on the wrong feet. After a very long pause, he said, "I don't have any other feet." My kids had to double a brownie recipe that called for 1/3 cup of oil. Somehow her math yielded out 2 2/3 cups. The mix was boiling in the oven. Happiness is a choice. Yep, you see, just because you come first place doesn't mean you'll be happy, as long as you make yourself proud and you tried your best. Thanks, Nickelodeon slime. My 7-year-old put on a suit for his class Zoom this morning. My wife told me I needed to go and see it, so I popped my head in to grab a picture. He was concerned I was going to interrupt him and flashed me the "I'm on a cool hand" signal. It took everything I have not to burst out laughing. The classic joke is when it's their birthday and you ask them if they're like 20 years old. They're like, "No, I'm 4. No, I do remember people at school saying,
I'm 8 3/4 or 1/2. Like, bruh.
"You're just 8, dog." My toddler just saw newborn pictures of himself with his clamped umbilical cord and is now convinced he had a second pee-pee that we chopped off. My 3-year-old was having yogurt for breakfast. He decided to pretend it was ice cream, then got mad at me because it really wasn't ice cream. There aren't enough condom ads in the world. I remember when I was 6, I got a hold of my dad's ID and it had an expiration date. Spent 3 hours crying because I thought he was set to die on that date. He asked me why I was crying, and I didn't tell him because I was scared he was going to cry as well. My toddler dropped my phone while she was FaceTiming my mum, gasped, picked it back up and asked, "Grandma, are you okay?" It was the cutest, dumbest thing I've ever seen. Podiatrician at 4-year checkup. "Do you have any questions?" Me, "I don't think so." "Eddie, what about you? Any questions for me?" "Yeah, have you ever hanged upside down from the ceiling like a bat? You think you explain the lesson really well, and then this happens. Color and name. Lexi, Liam. Earlier my daughter asked me if grown-ups ever cry. I sat down with her, hugged her, and explained that grown-ups do cry, and that we feel scared, sad, angry, and everything she feels. And it's fine to feel those things. She then asked me if grown-ups pee. 4-year-old daughter is crying her eyes out. Me, "What's wrong, Tutu?" 4-year-old, moving her hands on the sofa. "If my fingers were markers, they would ruin the sofa. But your fingers are not markers." 4-year-old, peak distress. I said if. 5-year-old, "I wish we all had infinity dollars. I'd wreck the economy. I'd just go to your room until you understand inflation." Space is so big. Space is about 50 suns. He wants to get on the bus. The bus is on the TV. No Bob's a lad. No girls are laid. Have a good war. Actual letter from a kid. My mum found an assignment I did in 3rd or 4th grade where I had to describe my role model. I chose my mum and then said she is my role model because she does stuff for me. And the photo I chose was one of her chugging a margarita. Oh good. My son put my wireless headphones in a plastic container of water to keep them safe. Good, great, fine, how wonderful. Today, one of my 3-year-old students told me that his dad died. I teared up on the spot and gave him plenty of extra love/attention. My heart absolutely ached at the thought of him experiencing such a profound loss. Guess who strolled in with a Happy Meal at pickup time? Kids be lying for no reason. Me. Who got pee on the floor? 5-year-old. Wait, did you say the floor or the wall? Floor. Oh, not me then. One time, my doctor had to leave the patient's room to go pee in a cup, and I was like 8, so I came back double filling 2 cups that were completely full to the brim. What the hell was I thinking? That was way too much piss. All he wanted was a sample. I am still haunted by this today. Silence is gold, but when you have kids, silence is suspicious. Me, working. 7-year-old. Dad, is it Thursday or October 22nd? It's both. No, but is it Thursday, October 22nd? Yes, thank you. I asked my 9-year-old nephew what he wanted as a congratulatory gift for passing the state test in 3rd grade. Positive reinforcement, you know. His response, a $100 gift card for Fortnite and a Balenciaga shirt. It only costs $400. I enjoy playing with Play-Doh, dinosaurs, tire swing, bubbles. I am working really hard on not licking the swing set outside. My dad, kids these days speak so fast and mumble, I can't understand anything. Random kid, who can start hungry from somewhere? See, I can't understand anything. Dad, that wasn't English. When your son comes home with this that he made in a holiday club, apparently it's a hedgehog. My 3-year-old, candy is not for adults, it's for kids. Can I have one? Sure. I thought candy wasn't for adults. Why? Random guy, honks at me for taking too long to pull out of my parking space. Move your car, lady. My 4-year-old, rolls down her window. Hey, you can't tell my mum what to do. You're not her kid. OMG, we played Floor is Lava, and it was all good until Rowan freaked out and started crying that the floor was going to burn him. He spent all morning randomly dumping water on the floor to fight fires. So it makes a lot of sense. Lies parents tell their children. My dad told me that oil spots on the street were little kids that got run over because they didn't hold anyone's hand while crossing the street. A game show called Why, where contestants have to answer as many questions as possible from a 4-year-old. The last one to have a nervous breakdown wins. My sister was asking for my mum's phone, and I said, if you wanted a phone, maybe you shouldn't have broken yours. And my sister responded angrily. I didn't break it, I dropped it and it wasn't working. 2 years ago. You think you have it rough? Try being quarantined with the principal. Get you someone who looks at you the way my brother looks at potatoes. I got distracted for 5 seconds when I heard my son saying, "Look dad, I'm the lawyer from Jurassic Park." Waiting for my sister to get off the bus, I blew all the elementary school kids' minds, and from that day on, they believed in Peter Parker. Lying to children is fun when they know you are being ridiculous. When you hold up a carrot, like, guys, look at this huge Cheeto, and they all scream, no, that's a carrot. What? No, it's my giant Cheeto. No! I ask my toddler what's in the box she's holding. Chaos, she replies. Chaos, chaos. I know she's trying to say crayons, but it's not like she's wrong. Me. What do you want to be for Halloween this year? 3-year-old. Asleep? Can't say she's not mine. Me. Butchering a raw pork shoulder. Child. Can I poke it? What? Can I poke it? Poke the pork? Yes. Why? It looks squishy. It is squishy. Child. Me. 5 minutes later. Why are you two poking the pork? Daughter didn't want sunscreen, so I put her outside and yelled, "Son, get her!" And now she's flipping out. My 5-year-old son just asked, what if we put a slice of turkey in the DVD player and it played a movie about the turkey's whole life? And none of the parenting books I've read have prepared me for this question. 7-year-old silently sneaks up behind me and taps me on the shoulder. Yes, whispers in my ear. Do not trust Siri, she doesn't have eyes. Who needs scary movies when you can just have kids? Yeah, no, that's fair. Kids are our future. Not your kids, better ones. The kids I nanny asked why I wanted to see Incredibles 2, and I said because the first one came out when I was a kid, and they really asked if it was in color. I bought my son a book about bats, and halfway through it, he shouted, "What? Bats are real?" All this time he thought they were made up for Halloween, like ghosts and witches. Today, my son drew in red marker all over his face, then got scared we'd be mad, so he tried to hide it by wrapping toilet paper around his head like a mummy. Then he promptly ran into a wall and nearly knocked himself unconscious. Use a crayon to color each vertex of your polygon. How many verticals did you color? 6. What is the name of your polygon? Hot dog. This morning, my son said his ears hurt, inside, and I said on the inside or outside. So he walks out the front door, comes back in and says both. Moments like this got me wondering if I'm saving too much for college. When I was 8 years old, my mum found me eating grass from the front yard. When she asked why, I said, because then I can pee milk like a cow. What drugs did you do in the 90s? Trying to think what's the weirdest thing I ate or tried eating. I didn't really try and eat a lot of weird stuff. I was a very picky eater, so this never really happened. Just saw a kid in PetSmart with his hands and face pressed against an adoptable cat's glass cage, telling the cat they need to form a plan, because his mum said no, and whispering his full home address to the cat. I think the kids will be alright. Shark baby. I'm laughing so hard. Look at this kid. It's the happiest guy on earth. Child. Tests if an object will break. Object breaks. Child. When you finally meet the person that's been feeding you pickles and flaming hot Cheetos for 9 months. Kids these days have tablets and hoverboards. Well, I spent my childhood trying to figure out where the juice went. I was walking in the park and a little kid came barreling down the path on a bike with his 10-year-old brother screaming, "Don't crash into the old lady! Watch out for the old lady!" I was 29. What does it cost to raise a child? Stupid kid. 310k. Gorgeous Patek. Yesterday in the park, I saw a toddler screaming, "Bad dog," at a goose, and I can't stop thinking about it. My toddler just said, "I have a headache in my knees," and I could not relate more. Simple facts. I'm terrified of my toddler discovering public parks don't randomly close. TVs don't run out of batteries. There is no actual world record for fastest at putting toys away. Chicken the animal and chicken the food are one and the same. Got anything to add? Watching my toddler go through the 5 stages of grief over his banana breaking in half. My son just asked me how I know his name. I'm not in the mood tonight. Parents on bus. A child gave my son his tablet in exchange for an Oreo cookie today on the bus. Please contact me for your tablet back. You know what's wild? Remembering that children hear things for the first time without context and are literally like, "What? I just said, see you later, alligator," to a 4-year-old, and I think it's the first time they ever heard that. They froze in their tracks, looked at me completely bewildered, then replied, "See you later, chicken," and then kept walking. When I was a kid, there were no phones or tablets. We read cereal boxes at breakfast. My daughter told me she is the most talented swimmer out of everyone she knows because she can swim without moving her arms or legs at all. She is floating on her back. My son's latest attempt at hide and seek. Toddler. "Dad, I want toast." "Okay, buddy, here's some toast." "I don't like butter on my toast." Flips toast over to the dry side and hands it back. "There you go." "Thanks, Dad." Toddlers are dumb. Take advantage of it while you can. When I was in pre-kindergarten, I thought that the class calendar was how we kept track of what day it was. I would get so worried on days where we didn't change it, thinking we'd lose track. One day, I decided to test my theory and snuck over to change some of the numbers around. I didn't see the teacher fix it, so there were a few years where I believed I messed up the world's date records permanently. Kids mispronouncing things is super adorable, but at some point I will have to tell my daughter that we don't put Farmer John cheese on spaghetti. I used to say fillet steak was Philip's steak. I wouldn't let her play with a bag of dog poop. Kids are so stupid. I was a dumb kid. I was a very dumb kid. Still am dumb now, but I'm learning. My child told me he wanted to be a veterinarian tonight. I asked what made him want to do that, and he said, "I just think it's kind of gross that meat comes from animals, and I think it's really gross that when you squeeze an udder really hard, cheese comes out of it, and I can't eat it anymore." A veterinarian. I'm writing a condolence card. Gregory, 5, asks what I'm doing. I'm writing a note to say how sorry I am that my friend's mum's died. I say. He pauses for a very fraught moment, and then asks, oh so tentatively, "That's just to be kind, right? You're not the one who did it." When I was 12, I tried to cheat at poker by pulling some cards out of a nearby deck when nobody was looking. I grabbed 3 kings and put them in my hand, discreetly hiding the cards I was replaced. So then there I was, holding out my 5 cards, 3 with red backs, 2 with blue backs. 10-year-old son. "Dad, the internet's off in my games room." Me? "Oh yeah, I noticed that node disconnected earlier. Just power off and on the router for me. It's a little switch at the bottom of the white thing in your games room." 10-year-old son. Proceeds to flip master breaker on the house. He hard rebooted the house. Yeah, he has been warned not to touch the big red switch. He was even in the wrong room and had to climb up to the board to reach. Kids are stupid. My mom still brings this story up to me, never living it down. My mum ran a daycare out of our house when I was growing up. We usually had 3 to 4 extra kids around the house as well, as my older half-sister and I were already living there. My mum took all of us to the grocery store once. I must have been around 6 years old. We got to the checkout line and the cashier says, "Wow, a lot of kids." I look her in the eye and proudly exclaim, "Yup, and we all have different dads." In theory, I love my kids equally, but in practice, the smallest one filled my shoes with fig Newtons and that's not cool. A fun holiday tradition at our house is me hovering over the day's Amazon deliveries with a sharp object in my hand, glaring at my kids and telling them to go away because until I open the box, I don't know if it's Christmas gifts or tampons. Yesterday morning after his soccer game, my 6-year-old asked me how come the other team gets to change the color of their jerseys every week, while we always had to wear purple. When I explained that, in fact, we were playing against different teams each week, his mind was blown. The other day, I watched a little boy get knocked to the ground by an older kid he was running by. He bursted into tears as his mother hurried over. "Here's a band-aid for you," I said, producing one from my vest pocket. "Oh, he's not bleeding. Thank you though." I lowered my voice and leaned in. "Kids think band-aids are health magic," I said. "Ask him where it hurts and exploit that placebo effect." She did just that, and the kid instantly stopped crying and thanked her. "I'll have to remember that," she said. Children,